Chapter 2464. Big Trouble 2. The Flying Star Academy teacher, Lu Yuanxiang and the rest sized up the surroundings, before following Yi Qing. A moment later, everyone arrived at the pile of corpses. Lu Yuanxiang looked at Yi Qing, and was about to say something when he saw that Yi Qing had smeared the dead demon's blood on his body. "Oh my god, boss, what are you doing so disgusting?" Nangong Lai stared at Yi Qing in shock. Was boss using the blood of demons to bathe? Lei Yan was also dumbfounded. "Boss, didn't know you have this kind of fetish." Boss, let me ask you. You aren't interested in human blood too, right?" In the eyes of Lei Yan and Nangong Lai, Yi Qing's actions could be described as perverted. What kind of special fetish was this? Smearing blood on oneself? After hearing what Nangong Lai and Lei Yan said, the Flying Star Academy teacher, and Lu Yuanxiang also stared at Yi Qing with strange expressions. Could it be teacher Yi Qing really had some kind of strange fetish? Cut the crap. You guys put it on too. Yi Qingting glanced at Lei Yan and Nangong Lai. Stunned, the two of them exchanged looks. Boss, it's not a problem for us to climb mountains of blades or dive into a sea of flames for you. However, I have a serious obsession with cleanliness, and I really can't force myself to do this. I think I don't need it, but Lei Yan should be able to. As soon as he finished speaking, Nangong Lai's gaze descended onto Lei Yan. Get lost. I can't either. Lei Yan hastily shook his head. Teacher Yi Qing, is there a reason why you smeared the demon blood on yourself? Lu Yuanxiang asked curiously. Lu Yuanxiang did not really believe that Yi Qing had any special fetish. Since Yi Qing asked them to do this, there should be some reason behind it. They did not know much about demons, and Lu Yuanxiang himself lacked the knowledge. Demons rely on scent to distinguish between the different races and their own kind, Yi Qingtang explained softly. Before anyone could react, Lu Yuanxiang pushed the Flying Star Academy teacher aside and ran to the pile of corpses. Without a word, he immediately smeared a large amount of demon blood on himself. So that's how it is. Realization dawned upon the Flying Star Academy teacher. He ran to Lu Yuanxiang's side and said, "Old man, you're taking everything for yourself. Leave some for us. Don't snatch. What's wrong with you?" Nangong Lai glared fiercely at Lei Yan. "Nangong Lai, aren't you a clean freak?" Lei Yan frowned. "Clean freak?" Nangong Lai laughed coldly. "Bullshit. As an expert martial arts practitioner, I'm destined to become a great lord in the future. How could I possibly be a clean freak? Don't slander me." Wait. Suddenly, Lu Yuanxiang's expression changed. Something is coming. As soon as Lu Yuanxiang finished speaking, everyone stopped smearing the demon blood and followed his gaze. After a few breaths, a demon appeared in everyone's sight. "Which tribe are you from?" The demon shouted sternly when he saw Yi Qingtang, Lu Yuanxiang, and the others with their strange garments. Chapter 2465. Big Trouble 3. Lu Yuanxiang's eyes darted around. Yi Qingtang was right. This demon really identified them based on their scent and treated them as demons. However, which tribe should they belong to? Lu Yuanxiang and the others didn't know that the demons were divided into tribes. In a moment of desperation, Lu Yuanxiang blurted out, "I'm from the Netherworld tribe." Yes. They are from the Netherworld tribe, but we are different. We are from the Flying Star tribe. What about you? Which tribe are you from? Asked the Flying Star Academy teacher in a hurry. I'm from the West Sea tribe. The demon suddenly paused and looked at Lu Yuanxiang and the Flying Star Academy teacher in confusion. Netherworld tribe? Flying Star tribe? What kind of tribes were these? He had never heard of them before. Besides, were there really such tribes? Netherworld tribe and Flying Star tribe? I've never heard of you. Who exactly are you? Asked the demon. Oh, it's normal that you don't know. The Flying Star tribe and Netherworld tribe have always stood apart from the affairs of others, and we've only been established for a short time. The Flying Star Academy teacher smiled. Before the Flying Star Academy teacher could say anything, the demon suddenly looked at Mu Ziying, Qin Feng, and the others. Why are there humans? Qin Feng, Mu Ziying, and the others hadn't had the chance to apply the demon blood all over their bodies, so they still had the scent of a human. Why are there humans here? The demon's eyes flashed with desire as he sized up Mu Ziying and the others, as if he was looking at some rare treasure. Ah, what humans? The Flying Star Academy teacher was stunned. Then he turned to look at Mu Ziying and Qin Feng. Haha, you are mistaken. There are no humans. As the saying goes, what you think about in the day is reflected in your dreams at night. You must have such a strong desire for humans that you are hallucinating. As he spoke, the Flying Star Academy teacher secretly touched a handful of demon blood and smeared it on Mu Ziying and Qin Feng's faces. From the looks of it, this demon did not seem to be very smart. Perhaps he could fool it. What are you doing? The demon stared at the teacher. Nothing. Their faces are dirty. Let me wipe them. You don't know, but they are my children. I love them very much. The Flying Star Academy teacher smiled. They are your children. You said that you are from the Flying Star tribe, and they are from the Netherworld tribe. How can they be your children? The demon said coldly. Sigh. The Flying Star Academy teacher sighed and shook his head. You don't know this. Although I'm from the Flying Star tribe, my partner is a demon from the Netherworld tribe. We are separated. My children went with their mother. I finally got to see them again after much difficulty. Wan Yi Qingtang, Lu Yuanxiang, Qin Feng, Mu Ziying. Oh, I see. All right, I won't disturb you then. The demon seemed to be deep in thought. It nodded and turned to leave. Hearing that, the Flying Star Academy teacher smiled. See, he knew that this demon was not smart. It was just a simple fool. Just when the Flying Star Academy teacher thought that he had succeeded, Yi Qingtang moved swiftly. Leaping forward, Yi Qingtang blocked the demon's path. Want to leave? Not that easy. Yi Qingtang's eyes flickered coldly. Chapter 2466, Big Trouble 4. Seeing Yi Qing's action, the Flying Star Academy teacher was stunned. What was Yi Qing doing? Hadn't he already successfully bluffed his way through? Teacher Yi Qing, what are you doing? The Netherworld tribe and Flying Star tribe do not interfere in the affairs of others. The Flying Star Academy teacher said hurriedly. Yi Qingtang glanced at the teacher. They are not smart, but they are not as dumb as you think. What's going on? The Flying Star Academy teacher did not quite understand. It already knows that we are humans. If we let it leave now and the news spreads, we will definitely die, Yi Qingtang said. What? Lu Yuanxiang? And the teacher's expressions changed immediately. It was not that the demon was not smart. It was the Flying Star Academy teacher, who was foolish enough to let the demon go and invite disaster. Human, I didn't expect you to see through me. The fiendish demon shouted coldly. Teacher Yi Qing, we have to run. The Flying Star Academy teacher shouted hurriedly. He had a permanent fear of demons in his heart. What are you running for? Lu Yuanxiang asked with a cold smile. If that demon could really eat us, would it have played dumb and tried to leave? Lu Yuanxiang was sure that this demon was not very strong. At the very least, it could not defeat them all. Kill it no matter what, Lu Yuanxiang said as he made his move. Seeing this, the eyes of the Flying Star Academy teacher and the other students turned red. They could not let this demon leave alive, or they would be skinned alive. Everyone immediately used their ultimate killing technique. These are. The demon's face was full of shock as he looked at the array of martial art techniques and divine arts. It had never seen such martial art techniques and divine arts, nor had it even heard of them. It did not know how to counter or dodge them. It had to be said that this demon's powers were indeed extremely ordinary. It was just that it possessed extraordinary strength at around the Divine Lord 6th heaven level. But it didn't know any martial art techniques and divine arts. If it was a human expert at the Divine Lord 6th heaven level, they might have needed to expend quite a bit of effort. But this demon didn't have any martial art techniques and divine abilities, so it was basically impossible for it to defend itself. After a few exchanges, it was heavily injured by Lu Yuanxiang's palm strike. Unwilling to be outdone, Lei Yan and Nangong Lai stepped forward to viciously stab him a few times. They only stopped after they confirmed that this demon was dead. However, to everyone's surprise, anyone who was tainted by the demon's blood could clearly feel a mark being imprinted on their body. What's going on? Nangong Lai was stunned. Tracking mark. The Flying Star Academy teacher was shocked. And a demon's special tracking mark at that. Yi Qingtang could not help but feel troubled. Who would have thought that this demon would have a tracking mark in its body? Once it was killed, its tribe would definitely find out and chase them to the ends of the earth. This demon must have a high status in its tribe, Yi Qingtang said thoughtfully. Yi Qingtang, who had once lived in the eastern faction, naturally knew what was going on. Generally speaking, the tracking mark would only appear for members from the upper echelons. Once someone from the upper echelons was killed, the tribe would know the exact location of the murderer. However, this demon was not very strong and did not look like a high-level demon. But Yi Qingtang knew that if it was a descendant of a high-ranking demon, it would also have such a tracking mark in its body. We might be in big trouble this time, Yi Qingtang muttered. Chapter 2467. Playing a Trick, 1. Everyone looked at each other in shock and did not know what to say. Why were they so unlucky to have bumped into a demon? And this demon too. Seeing that this demon's strength was very low and didn't know any martial art techniques and divine abilities, they had thought that they had struck gold. Who would have thought that they had actually stumbled upon the worst of misfortunes? This ordinary demon had a tracking mark on its body. According to Yi Qingtang, it was very likely that it was the son of a demon tribe general. At this moment, their bodies had been imprinted with tracking marks. It would not be long before the demon's tribe would send their men to hunt them down. Teacher Yi Qing, can you bring us out of this space before the demon tribe hunts us down? Lu Yuanxiang looked at Yi Qing. Everyone turned to look at Yi Qing. He was everyone's only hope now. However, Yi Qingtang shook her head and frowned deeply. I'm afraid that's not possible. It will take a few days before we can leave this realm. Now that we are marked with a tracking mark, how long do you think it will take for the demon tribe to find us and kill us? Yi Qing's words were like a gush of cold water splashing down on everyone's faces. Indeed, they had witnessed the strength of those demons with their very eyes. Not a single of those demons was something they could fend against, let alone the entire tribe. Boss, what should we do? Nangong Lai looked at Yi Qing and said hurriedly, Boss, I'm not afraid of death, but I can't accept being skinned alive. Yi Qingtang glanced at Nangong Lai and did not say anything. Instead, she thought of a countermeasure. A direct confrontation with the demon tribe was equivalent to a moth flying into a flame. They would just be courting death. Moreover, they had been marked with the tracking mark. As long as they were still in this realm, the demon tribe would find them no matter where they fled to. Unless the demon tribe could not be bothered with them, then they would not pursue them. But was that even possible? Under what circumstances would the demons not pursue us? Mu Ziying looked at Qin Feng, who was also deep in thought. Qin Feng raised his head when he heard this and said, If I was a demon, I wouldn't pursue someone stronger than me. Lei Yin couldn't help but roll his eyes at Qin Feng. You're simply spouting nonsense. If we're stronger than the demons, would we still be afraid of being pursued by them? Then, how does the demon tribe know our strength? The tracking mark can only track our location, but it cannot determine our strength. The Flying Star Academy teacher suddenly spoke up. Yi Qingtang's eyes lit up when she heard their discussion. Right now, the only way to survive was to successfully escape the demon's pursuit. However, Yi Qingtang had not thought of how to make the demons fearful and give up the thought of pursuing them. After all, it was impossible for the demons to retreat without a fight. Even if they did not know the strength of the opponent, they had to at least see the target before deciding. If so, they only had one problem left: how to make the demons believe that they were not people to be provoked, so that they would give up voluntarily. Published at 11th of February, 2022, 2:57 and 7 seconds AM. Chapter 2468. 2468. Chapter 2468. Playing a Trick, 2. Earlier on, Yi Qingtang thought that since she had contacts in the Eastern Demon faction, perhaps she could find them to help resolve this crisis. But on second thought, Yi Qingtang eventually gave up that idea. Firstly, the Eastern faction could not even protect themselves. Secondly, There were so many of them that it made it hard to explain. Moreover, the eastern faction would not go against another demon tribe for her sake. Which tribe did that demon say it was from? Yi Qingtang asked everyone after a while. If I remember correctly, it should be the West Sea tribe, said the Flying Star Academy teacher. Lu Yuanxiang nodded. Yes, the West Sea tribe. The West Sea tribe? Yi Qingtang pondered. Back in the eastern faction, Yi Qingtang had a rough understanding of the demon camps in this realm. The West Sea tribe did not live in the sea, but just near it. Its power was similar to the eastern faction. The West Sea tribe had a sworn enemy, the Yongla tribe. According to Yi Qingtang's understanding, the Yongla tribe was relatively peaceful and rarely provoked trouble. Moreover, all the demons in the Yongla tribe had the same belief. Reverence towards Demon Emperor Yongla. It was rumored that Demon Emperor Yongla used to be the overlord of this realm, but had suddenly vanished without a trace. The demons of the Yongla tribe believed that Demon Emperor Yongla had ascended to the heavens thousands of years ago and become a true demon god. The demons of the Yongla tribe had been earnestly waiting for the return of the Demon Emperor Yongla to lead the Yongla tribe into heaven. In the vicinity of the Yongla tribe, there was even a demon ancestral temple that was enshrined with the statues of the Demon Emperor Yongla and a group of demons following him. Yi Qingtang was deep in thought. If they could receive the protection of the Yongla tribe. Firstly, the Yongla tribe and the West Sea tribe had a deep hatred for each other. Secondly, the Yongla tribe was the only demon tribe with some sort of religion, and it was their faith that would allow them to take advantage of it. Yi Qingtang immediately told Lu Yuanxiang, the Flying Star Academy teacher, and the rest about her plan. Teacher Yi Qing, so you want us to pretend to be the Demon Emperor Yongla? Lu Yuanxiang looked at Yi Qingtang with a strange expression. That's right. Yi Qingtang nodded her head. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Lu Yuanxiang's lips twitched. How would they be able to impersonate a demon emperor? With our martial art techniques and divine powers and elixirs, Yi Qingtang said. Teacher Yi Qing, what you mean is that the demons here don't know about the existence of martial arts techniques and divine abilities. However, I saw the battle between the demons previously. Some demons wear human skin, and should have seen humans, and fought humans before. It's impossible that they have not seen any martial arts and divine powers. Lu Yuanxiang said in deep thought. I've been to this realm before. Other than demons, there are indeed humans here. However, the humans here are different from us. They do not have martial arts skills or divine abilities. The humans here are mere prey for the demons, Yi Qingtang explained. Then, even if that's the case, how can we make the demons of the Yongla tribe believe us with our martial arts techniques? Lu Yuanxiang was still unable to understand. Yi Qingtang smiled. I know how to refine true dreams. The so-called true dreams was a type of hallucinogenic powder. When consumed, one would hallucinate for a short period of time. And the hallucination would be something that the person had always dreamed of. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2469. Playing a Trick 3. The Flying Star Academy teacher and Lu Yuanxiang were familiar with the powder. Powders like True Dreams were of no use to martial arts practitioners like them. They had seen many elixirs that could cause hallucinations and could easily guard against them. However, according to what Yi Qing had said, the demons in this realm did not seem to know much about elixirs. At most, they had some knowledge about natural herbs. Therefore, they would not suspect or guard against elixirs that they had never seen or even heard of. A moment later, Lu Yuanxiang said, That's a good idea. It might work if we use the unknown to deceive those demons. Yunchen, go and refine some true dreams. No need to refine too many. Yi Qingtang instructed Yunchen, who was standing nearby. Yunchen nodded. Boss, there's no need to refine. I have some here. In that case, let's leave this place now, said the Flying Star Academy teacher. Their bodies were imprinted with tracking marks, and they did not know when those demons would find them. The most important thing now was to carry out Yi Qing's plan as soon as possible. Teacher Yi Qing, what should we do next? Lu Yuanxiang asked Yi Qing. Although Yi Qing's plan might work, Yi Qing had yet to explain how exactly to trick those demons. Surely he could not possibly scatter the medicinal powder directly on their faces of the Yongla tribe demons. Those sculptures, Yi Qingtang said. In this realm, it was common knowledge that the Yongla tribe had a custom to worship the statue of Demon Emperor Yongla every day. Back then, it was precisely because the West Sea tribe had desecrated Demon Emperor Yongla's sculpture that they had formed a deep enmity with the Yongla tribe. The reason why Yin Chen did not need to prepare too much medicinal powder was also because there were not many demons who would go and pay their respects. Only the high-ranking members of the tribe did that, and only a few from that group would pay their respects every day. As long as they could trick the high-ranking members, everything would be fine. Yi Qing, do you know where the sculptures worshipped by the Yongla tribe are? The Flying Star Academy teacher asked. In fact, Yi Qingtang was not too sure about the exact location. However, when she was in the Eastern faction, she had once seen the high-ranking members of the Yongla tribe walking towards a certain area with a large flag. One of the more powerful demons in the Eastern faction told her that it was the daily pilgrimage of the Yongla tribe. I only know the general direction, but with Ziying around it shouldn't be a problem. Yi Qingtang looked at Mu Ziying and smiled. A moment later, Yi Qingtang brought Lu Yuanxiang, the Flying Star Academy teacher, and the rest to the territory of the Yongla tribe. Ziying, use your puppet to find the place, Yi Qingtang said. Hearing that, Mu Ziying nodded slightly, and a few scouting puppets flew in all directions. Mu Ziying closed her eyes and sensed everything that the puppets encountered. So she is a puppet master. The Flying Star Academy teacher sized up Mu Ziying with a surprised expression. About 15 minutes later, Mu Ziying opened her eyes again and looked at Yi Qingtang excitedly. Boss, I found it. Damn. Let's hurry over now, said Nangong Lai. Tell me about the situation first, Yi Qingtang replied steadily. Chapter 2470. Playing a Trick 4. Boss, the location of the statue is about 10 miles away, but demons are guarding it. Not only that, but many Yongla tribe demons bearing large flags are also heading in that direction. Mu Ziying told Yi Qingtang. Lu Yuanxiang frowned deeply. I didn't expect them to all go together. We have to get there before the Yongla tribe does. If they did not reach the place before the rest of the Yongla tribe demons, they would have to wait until tomorrow. With their situation, waiting for one more day meant one more danger. The tracking marks on their bodies were too great a risk. Yi Qing, there are demons guarding the ancestral temple. What should we do? The Flying Star Academy teacher looked at Yi Qing. Lu Yuanxiang hesitated for a moment before saying, Why don't we kill those demons? Definitely not. Firstly, we don't know the abilities of those demons in charge of guarding the ancestral temple. Secondly, if we kill those demons, the Yongla tribe will definitely be suspicious of us. Although they are not as smart as humans, it does not mean that they are fools. Yi Qingtang shook her head. Lei Yin chuckled. Isn't that simple? Just lure those demons away. That's a good idea. Who will be responsible for luring the demons away? Jingzhe was deep in thought. Everyone's eyes fell on Lei Yan. Lei Yan's expression instantly went grim when he saw this. What are you looking at me for? I don't know how to. No, absolutely not. Yi Qingtang closed her eyes and pondered. Based on what Mu Ziying said just now, there were no blind spots in the ancestral temple. If they wanted to enter, they would have to pass the guards. It was also impossible for someone to lure them away. It would only alert the enemy and worsen their situation. Yun Chen, give Ziying some of that medicinal powder, Yi Qingtang suddenly said to Yun Chen. Mu Ziying's eyes glinted. Boss, I know what you intend to do. Soon, Yi Qingtang and the rest followed Mu Ziying to the ancestral temple, where the Yongla tribe worshipped. 3 demons were guarding the front. Apart from the Yongla tribe, no demon could enter this ancestral temple. Once a demon intruded, the Yongla tribe would instantly mobilize all its members. What are you planning, Teacher Yiqing? The Flying Star Academy teacher was curious. Yiqing did not reply, and Mu Ziying took out her flying puppet. Mu Ziying controlled the puppet to fly into the sky, and threw out the powder that Yunchen had given her. The demons did not notice a thing. After a few breaths, the expressions of the three demons changed drastically, and their eyes became unfocused. Brilliant, truly brilliant. The Flying Star Academy teacher gave Yiqing a thumbs up. Why did he not think of this? It was so simple. Go now. Yiqing Tang waved her hand and hurriedly led everyone into the temple. When they passed by the demons guarding the place, the three demons did not even look at Yiqing Tang and the rest. It was as though they were empty air. The guards had fallen completely into the illusion. Skin me alive? Fool. Lei Yin sneered as he looked at the demon beside him. Ah, wait for me. Lei Yin broke out in cold sweat when he saw that Yiqing and the others had already entered the temple. While the demons were gradually emerging from their dreamlike state, Lei Yin hurriedly slipped in. What's going on? One of the demons who had just snapped out of his trance was astonished. I saw a miracle? I think I just saw Demon Emperor Yongla and his demon followers return. Really? I think I saw it too. Me too. But why did the miraculous scene suddenly disappear? What exactly happened? Chapter 2471. Return of the Emperor, 1. The demons looked at each other. One of them scratched its head. Was it seeing things? But surely they couldn't have possibly seen the same thing together. No, we have to report this matter, one of the demons exclaimed. Meanwhile, Yiqing Tang, Lu Yuanxiang and the rest had entered the ancestral temple and closed the door again. Sculptures of demons were everywhere. The statues were huge, and the workmanship was extremely meticulous and lifelike. Is this Demon Emperor Yongla? Jingzhe stared at a demon statue in the middle and asked softly. The big yellow dog wagged its tail and squatted beside Yiqing Tang. It seemed to have no interest in the sculptures of these demons. I think so. The Flying Star Academy teacher observed the statue for a moment and nodded. The demon sculpture in the center was extremely imposing. It stood with its hands behind its back, as if it was standing on the clouds and looking down on the common people. Yunchen, place the powder of the elixir on the edge of the door, and ensure that it will fall once the door is opened. Yiqing Tang instructed Yunchen. Yunchen immediately agreed, and followed Yiqing's instructions. After everything was prepared, they hid behind the statue. Wait. The statue in front of me seems to be Demon Emperor Yongla. The Flying Star Academy teacher was dazed. He did not want to pretend to be a demonic Emperor Yongla. He would much rather be a quiet follower. Teacher Yiqing, let's swap. I'll pretend to be a follower, while you pretend to be Demon Emperor Yongla. The Flying Star Academy teacher looked at Yiqing anxiously. Yiqing was the one who thought of the plan. They were following Yiqing's instructions, and so he should be the one to impersonate Demon Emperor Yongla. Don't move. Those demons may come in at any time, Yiqing Tang said to the Flying Star Academy teacher. Teacher Lu, quick, let's change. Your aura is more like Demon Emperor Yongla's than mine. Seeing that Yiqing did not agree, the Flying Star Academy teacher looked at Lu Yuanxiang. No need. My aura is not as strong as yours. I will be your follower, and the Demon Emperor will be yours. Lu Yuanxiang rejected him without any hesitation. Everyone knew that Demon Emperor Yongla was a hot potato. Noon was willing to step up to pretend to be Demon Emperor Yongla. Still, the Flying Star Academy teacher had yet to give up. His gaze fell onto Qin Feng and the others. However, Qin Feng and the others simply turned around and did not look at the Flying Star Academy teacher. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. The Flying Star Academy teacher's lips twitched. What was the meaning of this? Meanwhile, outside the ancestral temple, the high-level demons of the Yongla tribe finally arrived. The Yongla tribe's flag fluttered in the wind, looking extraordinarily magnificent. Report. Seeing that the higher-ups had arrived, the three demons responsible for guarding the ancestral temple immediately rushed forward. What? Enemies are invading? Seeing the demons in front of it in a panic, One of the burly demons frowned and asked. No, no, great demon Han, the three of us just saw a miracle. The first demon guard said excitedly. A miracle? All the demons bore strange expressions. We saw Demon Emperor Yongla just now. He stepped on a cloud and disappeared in a flash. What did you say? Han's expression changed. They saw Demon Emperor Yongla. That's right. The three of us saw it together. It can't be wrong. However, we don't know where it went. It disappeared instantly. It's like a dream. Could it be that Demon Emperor Yongla is returning? Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2472. Return of the Emperor 2. Han looked at the frail and cold demon beside him and asked, Gu, what do you think? Hearing that, the weak-looking demon said, Don't you dare say anything about this or mention it to any demon. We never saw whether any divinity appeared with our own eyes. You're right, Gu. I love your intelligence, Han said to Gu with a slight smile. Gu was speechless. Let's go pay our respects. Han let the other demons stay to guard the cave as he entered the ancestral hall. In the Yongla tribe, only the higher-ranked demons were allowed to enter the ancestral hall. The lower-ranked demons could only look at the annual event in the ancestral hall from afar. Yi Qingtang and Lu Yuanxiang hid behind the demon statue as they heard footsteps approaching them. Oh my god, this is too thrilling. Lei Yan's face was filled with tension. He had never been in such a dangerous situation before. Be careful and act based on the situation, Yi Qingtang ordered. As soon as the words were out of her mouth, the door to the ancestral hall opened with a loud creak. Han and Gu had just pushed open the door. The powdered elixirs that they had hidden at the edge of the door scattered across the two demons. The elixir was colorless and odorless, and was hard to detect. Even if the demons were to discover the powder, they would have no idea what it was. They suddenly sensed Han staring at the statue within the ancestral hall, and everyone turned cold. Not only Han, but the frail demon was also eyeing the statue. As Han stared at the statue, a demon dragon roared. In the next second, all the statues in the ancestral hall opened their eyes. The eyes of these legendary demons were shining with light and filled with danger. A gust of cold and ancient air blew towards them. The Yongla demon emperor in the center seemed as though it was the king of the skies and earth. Just one look from it was enough to make people want to worship it. Han's head went blank as he looked at the sight in front of him. How could this be happening? He suddenly recalled what the three demons guarding the ancestral hall had said. That miracles were going to happen. Yongla tribe, my children. The Yongla demon emperor's voice was enough to split the sky. Han could feel his legs going weak as he lost his balance and collapsed onto the ground. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Was this real? Their king had not abandoned them. Their Yongla emperor was back. But before Han could think of anything else, everything reverted back to its original form. Although the statues were still there, they were no longer moving. The Yongla emperor and other demons which had been in front of them had vanished as well, as though they were never there in the first place. What's happening? How can this be? Han's face was filled with shock. Where was their emperor? What they had just witnessed was like a dream. He couldn't tell if it was real or fake. But no matter what, Han could confirm that what he had just witnessed was a miracle, and could not be fake. Gugu. Han looked at the demon Gu beside him. I saw that too. Gus' face was filled with shock as well, and he knew what Han wanted to tell him. Gu, you're the best, you understand me so well. Han said excitedly. Gu was speechless. But Han froze before he could say anything else. Because Gu froze as well. Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2473. Return of the Emperor 3. On top of the statues were a group of girls and boys who were staring at them blankly. Humans! No, where are you all from? How dare you disrespect the Yongla tribe? Han looked at the group sitting on the statues in anger. The human skins on these demons were rather beautiful, but there were two who were older, and their skins were slightly ugly. How dare you? Yi Qingtang's cold gaze swept across the two of them. Children of Yongla, How dare you not show your respects to us? As soon as the words were out of her mouth, Han and Gus' expressions changed completely. They looked at each other as they recalled what had just happened. Children of Yongle, not showing their respects. You are. May I ask? Gu looked at Yi Qingtang and asked with a scowl. How dare you? Yi Qingtang said coldly. Hiss. As soon as she said that, Han and Gu shrunk away and gasped. The miracle that they had just witnessed. Gu and Han looked subconsciously at the elder on top of the statue of the Yongle Demon Emperor. The elder seemed to have an otherworldly air to him. Then what about the miracle we just witnessed? Han's voice was shaking. Hearing the word miracle, Yi Qingtang silently heaved a sigh of relief. She was afraid that the demons would not be wishing for the return of the Demon Emperor. If that was the case, they would be in big trouble. But it seemed like she had worried too much. The Yongle tribe's faith was the strongest in this place. Since you already witnessed the miracle, worship us immediately. Lu Yuanxiang, who was at the side, spoke furiously. His voice was mixed with magic, and it was easy to get caught up in it if someone was not careful. Yi Qingtang glanced at him. He was smart to have started using his magic. Gu, is this real, or am I dreaming? Han hadn't regained his senses yet. Gu was already kneeling on the ground in excitement. Seeing this, Han's mind cleared and he quickly knelt as well. There was no other explanation other than the fact that the Yongle Demon Emperor was back. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Who is the general of the Yongle tribe now? The Flying Star Academy teacher, who had been silent till now, said lightly. It is Zong. Han didn't dare lie. Bring him here. I want to meet him alone. The Flying Star Academy teacher shut his eyes after saying this. What are you waiting for? Qin Feng said coldly. Yes. Han nodded profusely and retreated with a bow, shutting the door to the ancestral hall. The two demons didn't say a single word after leaving the ancestral hall, and quickly ran towards the headquarters of the Yongle tribe. Yi Qingtang only sighed with relief after Han and Gu left. I thought I was going to die of fear. There was a sheen of cold sweat on the Flying Star Academy teacher's forehead. How is this something that a human could do? Lu Yuanxiang was shocked as well. He had lived for a long time, but this was the first time he was encountering such a situation. Yun Chen, continue leaving the powder at the door, Yi Qingtang instructed. Wasting no time, Yun Chen quickly did as asked. Fortunately for them, the demons in this space had never heard of such an elixir before which could make them hallucinate. Otherwise, they would not have been tricked so easily. But Zong was the Yongle tribe general and would be more cautious. They had to get him in one shot and leave no room for suspicion. Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2474. Ancestor Qing 1. The people with Yi Qingtang were extremely cautious as well. Even though they had managed to trick the two demons, there was still the general. Everything would be settled if they managed to trick the general. But if they failed to convince him, they would be dead before the other demons even got to them. Boss, I'm done. Yinshin looked at her. Very good, come back. Yi Qingtang nodded slightly and said. After all the preparations had been made, all that was left was for General Zong to open the door. Could I stop being the Yongle Emperor? How about someone else plays the role? I don't think I'm acting it out well. The Flying Star Academy teacher looked at Yi Qing and the rest of them. It was a stretch for him to even imitate a follower. They thought too highly of him to have him play the emperor. What are you talking about? You're being too humble. With that great atmosphere just now, the two Yongle tribe demons were deceived successfully by you. Among all of us, you're the one with the greatest qualifications and most experience. Teacher Yi and I are nothing compared to you. Lu Yuanxiang looked at the Flying Star Academy teacher and said with a smile. That's why you're the only one who can play the role of the Yongle Demon Emperor. We don't have the qualification. How dare you try to flatter me? The Flying Star Academy teacher snapped. What a joke. Who do you think I am? You can go out and ask around. I don't ever flatter people, only speak the truth. Lu Yuanxiang said with a straight face. That's right, he's completely right. Teacher Lu only speaks the truth. Lei Yin quickly chimed in. Nangong Lai looked at the Flying Star Academy teacher and said, "What are you afraid of? Well, I'll be dying together with you if you're exposed. We're all in the same boat here." The Flying Star Academy teacher looked at them, as the edge of his lips started twitching. Words were cheap. They should try playing the role of the Yongle Demon Emperor themselves. Just as they were speaking, a set of footsteps approached them from outside the ancestral hall. They quickly fell silent and waited grimly. "General, we won't enter this time. The ancestor made it clear that they wanted you to go alone." Han and Gus' voices floated in from the outside. "Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters." The door to the ancestral hall was quickly pushed open. The figure who entered was a tall man with a coldly handsome face. It was apparent that the Yongle tribe general was wearing human skin. As the door opened, the elixir powder that Yun Chen had hidden in the door spread silently. In just a few breaths, the man's eyes filled with shock and disbelief. He seemed to have seen a demon dragon hovering between heaven and earth, as well as a pair of eyes reflecting the sun, moon and stars. The Yongle Demon Emperor seemed to descend from the sky. However, it left as quickly as it came. The dreamlike scene in front of him quickly vanished, as though it was never real. Everything returned to how it once was. The man's forehead furrowed as it looked at the statue of the Yongle Demon Emperor again. "State your name." Yi Qingtang spoke up as she looked at the man standing in the ancestral hall. "Zong," he said calmly as his gaze landed on Yi Qingtang. She frowned as she saw his demeanor. This one was completely different from Han and Gu just now, as expected from a general. She was afraid that it would be hard to trick him. "I heard that the Yongle Demon Emperor descended from the skies. The younger ones were shocked and could not welcome you properly. I hope you do not hold their rudeness against them," the general said to the Flying Star Academy teacher. "Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP." Chapter 2475. Ancestor Qing 2. HM. "It does not matter," the Flying Star Academy teacher said after a long pause. "I wonder which celestial world you have been to. Rumors are that you've been there," the man said. "We shall not speak of that," the Flying Star Academy teacher said as he looked at the man. How would he know whether the Yongle Demon Emperor had been to the celestial world or not? It would be wiser for him to speak less. "This is bad." Yi Qingtang's brows were furrowed. The general was too powerful, and it was difficult for the Flying Star Academy teacher to work his magic. They would expose themselves if this went on. "All right, since you are not willing to tell me, I shall not ask." The man nodded, then paused before continuing. "But the return of the Yongle Demon Emperor to this world is extremely shocking. I hope that you will not blame the younger generation for not giving you a proper welcome." Lu Yuanxiang and Yi Qingtang's expressions changed as they heard that. How could this general be this cautious? His willpower was extremely strong. I am interested. What do you think?" The Flying Star Academy teacher smiled as interest sparked in his eyes. Yi Qingtang subconsciously looked at the Flying Star Academy teacher. Unexpectedly, his mental strength was rather strong as well, and he could still pretend to be nonchalant even in such a situation. "You once commanded all sides to battle the world, forcing everyone else to surrender to you. If I were to be so bold as to seek some advice from you, if I have offended you, please punish me as you like. Of course, if you do not do so, I will make sure to punish my subordinates harshly. They will not protest," the Yongle tribe general said loudly, as he fixed his soul-piercing eyes on the Flying Star Academy teacher. The Flying Star Academy teacher steadied himself for his death. He already said that he had no intention of playing the role of this damned Yongle Demon Emperor. Now he was stuck in this position with no way out. The Flying Star Academy teacher instinctively wanted to look at Yi Qing, but the Yongle tribe general was staring at him. He couldn't look away, and more importantly, could not show any fear in his eyes. "You want me to fight you, insolent brat? How dare you?" Before the Flying Star Academy teacher could finish speaking, the edges of the Yongle tribe general's lips curled into a chilling smile. Without giving the Flying Star Academy teacher a chance to speak at all, a cold light flashed in his eyes. "Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters." The cold light was like the light of death. It seemed like it could disintegrate anything within a second. In the face of that gleam of frostiness, the Flying Star Academy teacher couldn't think of anything at all. His mind went blank, and he could only wait for the arrival of his death, without speaking another word. But before the light could reach him, Yi Qingtang quickly reacted. Jumping in front of the Flying Star Academy teacher, with a wave of her sleeve, the light of death turned into a vast ocean and spilled onto the ground. This sudden event shocked everyone. Lu Yuanxiang, Qin Feng, and the rest of them stared at Yi Qingtang like she was a ghost. What had just happened? Yi Qing had turned the Yongla tribe general's light of death into water, with just a wave of his hand? How did he do that? The Yongla tribe general was taken aback. The attack had once injured the great general of the Shihai tribe. Even he himself had taken some damage. Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2476, Ancestor Qing 3. The Yongla tribe general gaped at Yi Qingtang. He could not even begin to understand how she had done that. Not only had she destroyed his powerful move, but she had also turned his demon power into water. This had exceeded the limits of his understanding. This was something that was beyond the limits of what he could fathom. And towards this mystery, he felt a great sense of fear. How dare you? With that, Yi Qingtang glared at the Yongla tribe general and snapped furiously. How dare you offend the demon emperor? You deserve to die. The Yongla tribe general frowned deeply. Could this elder really be the Yongla demon emperor? How else could his subordinate have done such a thing? Kneel! Lu Yuanxiang regained his senses and shouted angrily at the Yongla tribe general as he glared at him. Please forgive me, demon emperor. Without further thoughts, the Yongla tribe general quickly knelt in front of the Flying Star Academy teacher. After a few seconds of silence, the Flying Star Academy teacher laughed lightly and said, "Good, very good. You were cautious and admitted your mistakes. I see that the Yongla tribe has produced good talents." As soon as the words were out of his mouth, the Yongla tribe general froze. Demon Emperor, how can we let this slide? This rude general should be killed. Lu Yuanxiang said. The Flying Star Academy teacher's lips twitched as he heard that. Was Lu Yuanxiang a fool? He wanted to kill off the Yongla tribe general? He could do it himself then. Did he really think he was the real Demon Emperor? Was he becoming too immersed in this facade? Flu, you are too narrow-minded. You cannot see how talented the younger generation is. The Flying Star Academy teacher smiled and continued. Well, since you think that his mistakes are unforgivable, you can execute him then. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Hearing that, Lu Yuanxiang quickly said with a straight face, what the Demon Emperor is trying to teach you is that his subordinates are indeed narrow-minded. When faced with someone claiming to be the Demon Emperor, as the Yongla tribe general, it's better to be cautious. The Flying Star Academy teacher threw Lu Yuanxiang a look as he said that. This damned man, changing his attitude so quickly. Zhang, I deem you innocent. You're not the only person that has knelt down here all these years. Get up. The Flying Star Academy teacher said lightly. Yes. The Yongla tribe general got up without saying too many words. What is the matter? You have nothing else to say. Do you still suspect my identity? The Flying Star Academy teacher said as he noticed how quiet the general was. No, I would never dare. I just confirmed your identity, and my mind is blank right now. The Yongla tribe general said with cupped fists. Oh, so you are being honest. Tell me how the Yongla tribe has been all these years then, the Flying Star Academy teacher said. Ancestor, since you were not here, you are probably unfamiliar with the situation right now. It is quite chaotic outside right now. The Yongla tribe is doing fine, but a few years ago, the Shihai tribe disrespected you, leading to a conflict and then a great war, the Yongla tribe general said. Are you referring to my statue? The Flying Star Academy teacher asked. That's right, the Yongla tribe general said as he nodded. Good, I see that you are filial, the Flying Star Academy teacher said nonchalantly. Before they had arrived, he killed a few Shihai tribe demons on the way. The Flying Star Academy teacher's eyes landed on Yi Qing as he spoke. How do I address this ancestor? The Yongla tribe general asked. Qing, she said. Greetings, Ancestor Qing. Please report us if you find any errors so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2477. Chasing Them, 1. Yi Qingtang looked at the Yongla tribe general and nodded without saying anything else. Meanwhile, the big yellow dog was sitting on her lap, wagging its tail nonstop. Hey little kid, why aren't you inviting us back with you? That's right, prepare more food for me. And make sure that the food is prepared with care. My stomach is very delicate, the big yellow dog told the Yongla tribe general. The Yongla tribe general froze as he heard the big yellow dog speak. Ancestor Qing, this is... The Yongla tribe general stared at Yi Qingtang, not understanding the situation. Hearing that, Yi Qingtang's mouth twitched and she said, My celestial pet. Celestial pet? The Yongla tribe general looked at the big yellow dog. It didn't look like one at all. Is there a problem? The big yellow dog asked. No, I was just curious, please forgive me. I will make sure to prepare the food properly, the great general quickly said. Good, the big yellow dog said as it nodded. Since that's the case, please wait for a moment as I prepare the accommodations before inviting you back, the great general said as he looked at the Flying Star Academy teacher. Go. With that, the Flying Star Academy teacher waved his hands. The Yongla tribe general quickly retreated. Everyone heaved a sigh of relief after the Yongla tribe general left. Boss, I don't think the Yongla tribe general completely believed what we said, Qin Feng told Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang frowned and did not rebuke him. He was right. The Yongla tribe general still had his doubts towards them, but he didn't dare act rashly right now. He was going to continue observing them after inviting them back. What should we do then? Won't we be walking towards our death if we follow him back? Nangong Lai's face was filled with surprise. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. That's right. Look at how calm the Yongla tribe general was. He was nothing compared to the two demons before him. I'm afraid that if we follow him back to the Yongla tribe, we'll be exposed if we're not careful, and that'll be the end of us, Lei Yin said with a sigh. Having said that, it was still clear to them that even though their situation was not great, it beat staying outside. The tracking marks were still on them, which meant that the Shihai tribe demons would never let them go. Rather than waiting for their death here, it would be better to follow the Yongla tribe general back to the Yongla tribe. Furthermore, it wouldn't be long before Yi Qing could take them out of this damned place. Taking advantage of the Yongla tribe general's absence, they discussed their situation for a while before deciding to return to the Yongla tribe with the great general. After a long while, the Yongla tribe general returned and invited them back to the tribe. The higher-ups of the Yongla tribe pulled over a carriage to bring them back to the tribe. The Yongla tribe was located near the Shihai tribe, and the entire mountain belonged to the Yongla tribe. The Yongla tribe had almost no conflicts at all in this space. Apart from the conflict with the Shihai tribe, it had almost no contact with the other tribes at all. The Flying Star Academy teacher, Yi Qingtang, and the rest of them were arranged to stay in the west wing of the Yongla tribe. During the weekdays, apart from the great general, no one was to set foot in the area. At this moment, in a great hall of the Yongla tribe, Great Ancestor, please let me know what to do this time. If there's anything I can help with, you only need to ask, the Yongla tribe general told the Flying Star Academy teacher. Please report us if you find any errors so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2478. Chasing Them too. I was thinking of the Yongla tribe this time when I came back. But I can see that the Yongla tribe isn't as good as it was in the past, and seeing this, I cannot rest assured. The Yongla tribe general fell silent as he heard this. With the Yongla tribe's current might, they couldn't compete with the more powerful tribes in this space. They couldn't even deal with the Shihai tribe. Lu Yuanxiang was speaking the truth, and the Yongla tribe general had no explanation for it. We are nothing compared to your great ancestors, the Yongla tribe general finally said. Don't worry. I don't plan on letting the Yongla tribe fall any further. You can leave for now. I will inform you if I need anything. The Flying Star Academy teacher waved his hand. Understood. The The Yongla tribe general got up and left. Now all they had to do was stay in this room until Yi Qing regained his strength and brought them out of this space. As they were in the Yongla tribe, which meant that even if the Shihai tribe were to follow their tracking marks here, it wouldn't be easy to get to them. After 2 days, Yi Qingtang's control over the deity ocean had more or less recovered. She just needed 2 more days before she could bring them out of there. But her eyes darted around as she thought of a few problems. She could bring people inside the deity ocean. So could she bring those inside out of this space? Of course, it was just a passing thought, and she had no intention of actually doing so. This space was filled with demons after all, and even though there were still many unknown areas, she had not found her footing yet, and there was no way she could capture a demon to try it out. Before she could continue on her train of thoughts, a knock came from the door. Yes, Yi Qingtang replied. The great general pushed open the door. Ancestor Qing, there are urgent matters that we need to discuss. Kindly head to the main hall, the Yongla tribe general said. All right. Yi Qingtang nodded her head in agreement. She quickly followed the Yongla tribe general to the main hall. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. The Flying Star Academy teacher, Lu Yuanxiang, and the rest were already there. With the arrival of Yi Qingtang, everyone was present. Speak. What is it? Lu Yuanxiang asked. Ancestors. It's the Shihai tribe. The great general spoke frankly. The Shihai tribe. Everyone fell into thought as they heard this. Did that mean that the Shihai tribe was coming straight for the Yongla tribe? The Shihai tribe general's only son was murdered. He has already surrounded us, insisting that the murderer is within our ranks. I remembered that Ancestor Qing mentioned something about killing the Shihai tribe. So, the Yongla tribe general looked at Yi Qingtang. That's right, Yi Qingtang said expressionlessly. I killed him. With that, the Yongla tribe general fell silent. No one knew what he was thinking. What? So you are saying that the current Shihai tribe dares to lead its entire army to surround my Yongla tribe? The Flying Star Academy teacher said as he glanced at the Yongla tribe general. I apologize for my incompetence. In the past few years, the difference in power between the Yongla tribe and the Shihai tribe meant that we've never been able to make them retreat, the Yongla tribe general said. Yi Qingtang glanced at the Yongla tribe general. So this was the final test for them. The Yongla tribe was definitely not weak, or they would have been swallowed by the Shihai tribe a long time ago. Given their proximity, the Yongla tribe general had only said this to test their strength. If the Yongla tribe general really believed their identity, there was no way he would let the Shihai tribe surround the Yongla tribe. Please report us if you find any errors so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2479. Chasing Them 3. The Flying Star Academy teacher suddenly understood the Yongla tribe general's intentions as well. He wanted them to deal with the Shihai tribe personally. He was a great general after all. Even now, he was still being cautious and could not trust them completely. The Flying Star Academy teacher frowned as a strange look took over his face. They had risked their lives to come to the Yongla tribe to avoid the Shihai tribe which was hunting them. And now the Yongla tribe general wanted to push them out to deal with the Shihai tribe. What a joke. Yi Qingtang glanced at the Flying Star Academy teacher. The Yongla tribe general still had his doubt about them, and not coming forward would only make him more suspicious. But there was no way they would be able to deal with the Shihai tribe if they were to go out. She suddenly had a great headache. She didn't expect to be caught in such a tough position. At this moment, they could neither stay nor leave. Since that's the case, I will go out and take a look, she said to the Flying Star Academy teacher after a long while. In such a situation, the Flying Star Academy teacher couldn't go himself, and had to send someone else in his stead. Lu Yuanxiang and the others had no other suggestions, so Yi Qingtang had no choice but to take the initiative to attack. Many thanks to Ancestor Qing. Hearing her words, the Yongla tribe general quickly cupped his fist at her. Even though the Flying Star Academy teacher didn't say anything else, he was extremely worried. What was the use of her going out? Wasn't she just going to her death? Even though that was what he was thinking, he didn't dare say these things out loud. He only narrowed his eyes and maintained a look of calm. as though the Shihai tribe did not concern him at all. Ancestor Qing, I will lead the way. The Yongla tribe general quickly turned his gaze to Yi Qingtang and gestured for her to go. She could only nod and follow the Yongla tribe general. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. At the top of the mountain, she broke out in a cold sweat as she looked down. The Shihai tribe had completely surrounded the Yongla tribe. Even a fly would have trouble getting out. A huge demon was riding on a mount above in the sky, its cold gaze seeming to pierce through 1,000 creatures. Just a single gaze was enough to make someone freeze. It's you! The Shihai tribe general riding on the mount in the sky called out in a booming voice that shook the skies when he saw Yi Qingtang. His voice made her ears ache. She stared at the Shihai tribe general without saying a word, her mind thinking of countermeasures. She could still use the Mirror of Illusions one more time, but it was not going to be easy to scare the Shihai tribe general. Shihai tribe general, how presumptuous of you to not be respecting your ancestor, the Yongla tribe general said coldly, as he looked at the Shihai tribe general. Ancestor? Hearing the Yongla tribe general's words, the Shihai tribe general sneered and said, Zong, you really are regressing more the longer you live. Stop fantasizing about the return of the demon emperor. You're still dreaming, and still haven't woken up. I won't argue with you any further. Since you've offended the ancestors, it's the end of the Shihai tribe, the Yongla tribe general said. The Shihai tribe general laughed wildly and said, All right, I want to see how good your so-called ancestor is, that she can destroy my Shihai tribe. Since she killed my son, not only is she to blame, but the entire Yongla tribe is at fault as well. Please report us if you find any errors, so we can fix it ASAP. Chapter 2480, Kneel, 1. The big yellow dog, who had been squatting beside Yi Qingtang, tilted its head and wagged its tail. It yawned and looked at the general of the West Sea tribe expressionlessly. I say, you keep chattering nonstop. Are you done? On account of your ignorance, just kowtow to me and I'll pretend that this never happened. I'll spare your wretched lives then. Yi Qingtang glanced at the big yellow dog. It really knew how to talk. The odds were against her today. Yi Qingtang had racked her brains to think of a way to let the general of the West Sea tribe and General Yongla fight first. But this dog, what did you say? After hearing what the big yellow dog said, a cold glint flashed across the eyes of the West Sea tribe general. A dog wanted him to kneel down and apologize, so that it would spare his life. Haven't I made myself clear, kid? The yellow dog continued. Kneel and show your gratitude. You're a demon of this world, and more or less related to Demon Emperor Yongla. So I don't wish to kill you all. It seems you have a death wish. Immediately, the West Sea tribe general let out a furious roar. The mountains nearby shook from his roar. All right, I guess you don't know what's good for you. You rather do this the hard way. In that case, I won't spare you any more. The big yellow dog immediately looked at Yi Qingtang and wagged its tail. Ancestor Qing, just use any divine ability. You have to let these little fellows know what is called an insurmountable chasm. Yi Qingtang looked at the big yellow dog meaningfully. What exactly did this dog want to do? Even if she used a killer move, the West Sea tribe general probably wouldn't even shed a single strand of hair. Wasn't this dog deliberately throwing her into a fire pit? Don't worry. Just use it. Why do you have so many opinions? The big yellow dog muttered softly. Yi Qingtang fell into deep thought. In the Wailing Well, she had seen it with her own eyes. The big yellow dog had killed an above Emperor level monster in one move. Although those above Emperor level monsters were not on the same level as these demon generals, the big yellow dog might really have a way. It was useless to say anything now. Yi Qingtang could only give it her all. With that, Yi Qingtang waved her right arm lightly, and a phoenix cry sounded in the air. In the next second, a flaming phoenix with crimson wings flapped its wings and let out a loud cry as it rapidly charged toward the general of the West Sea tribe. What is that? All the demons present stared at the fire phoenix in astonishment. The demons here had never left this realm and did not know any martial art techniques or divine skills. The fire phoenix that Yi Qingtang used was a bloodline divine power, and these demons had never seen such a thing before. You dare to utter such arrogant words with just a little trick like that? The West Sea Tribe general was surprised for a moment, but he quickly composed himself. Even though he didn't know what it didn't pose any threat to him. Yi Qingtang frowned deeply. She knew that it would definitely not work. After all, he was a general of the demon race, and it was impossible for him to be easily intimidated by such a mystical ability. Kneel! Suddenly, the big yellow dog beside Yi Qingtang shouted angrily. As the yellow dog spoke, Yi Qingtang executed her bloodline ability, and the crimson gold fire phoenix's body expanded to a few hundred feet in an instant. Its eyes were like the eyes of the sky, and there seemed to be terrifying flames from the azure abyss hidden within. Chapter 2481. Kneel 2. The Yongla tribe general was watching everything with narrowed eyes. His expression suddenly changed when he felt that aura. From his limbs to his bones, everything was trembling. This aura was unparalleled. In the distance, the West Sea tribe general was like a lone boat in the sea, as he faced the fire phoenix. His body swayed as if he would be completely devoured if he was careless. How is this possible? Under this nearly invincible aura, all of the West Sea tribe general's fighting spirit vanished like a lonely old man waiting for death to descend. This was beyond the understanding of all the demons present. They did not doubt that any living being would disintegrate into dust under this aura. The demon beast carrying the West Sea tribe general was terrified. It instinctively wanted to get away, but it seemed to be completely suppressed by the aura and couldn't move. On your knees! This is your last chance. The big yellow dog looked at the West Sea tribe general and roared. Thump! Yi Qingtang was amazed. In front of all the other demons, the West Sea tribe general knelt on the back of his demon beast and looked at Yi Qingtang fearfully. Please spare me. After the West Sea tribe general finished speaking, the big yellow dog hurriedly gave Yi Qingtang a look. Ancestor Qing, as the saying goes, those who are ignorant are not guilty. Give him a chance. Yi Qingtang was still in a daze and did not know what had happened. Ancestor! The big yellow dog shouted anxiously when it saw that Yi Qingtang was still in a daze. Instinctively, Yi Qingtang waved her right arm and completely dispersed the power of the fire phoenix. As the fire phoenix disappeared, the heaven and earth-like pressure completely dissipated. Seeing this, the West Sea tribe general slumped down on the beast's back, his entire body drenched in a cold sweat. Just now, he had almost disintegrated into thin air. That invincible aura was still lingering in the West Sea tribe general's heart. He never wanted to feel that aura again. Yi Qingtang looked at the big yellow dog meaningfully. What just happened? Yi Qingtang's martial arts skills had increased exponentially for no reason. But apart from that, there was nothing else. This should not have scared the West Sea tribe general into such a state. The Yongla tribe general, who was beside her, who had looked at her with indifference, now gazed at her with deep fear and respect. There was also an indescribable excitement. Ancestor! Ancestor, I deserve to die. I failed to see the truth and offended you. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. The West Sea tribe general came to his senses and knelt again. He stared at Yi Qingtang in terror. Oh! Did you not just say that you must take revenge for me killing your demon son? Yi Qingtang said. No, that stupid fool must have offended you, so his crimes cannot be forgiven. Even if the ancestor doesn't kill him, I would have executed him when I found out. I didn't know that you were really the ancestor, and I offended you. Please spare my life. The West Sea tribe general's face was pale. Ancestor Qing, the West Sea tribe, and the Yongla tribe have a deep grudge all these years. Why don't? The Yongla tribe general said to Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang glanced at him. The demon emperor will decide on everything. It is not your place to intervene. I deserve to die. The Yongla tribe general trembled and took a few steps back. It was true that the Yongla tribe general had doubted Yi Qingtang's identity previously, but now, those doubts had dissipated in the presence of that oppressive power. Chapter 2482. Kneel 3. Nearby, the West Sea Tribe general was sweating profusely. As he knelt on the beast's back, he did not dare to move. The Yongla tribe general also retreated a few steps and lowered his head to await orders. Yi Qingtang still could not completely adapt to this sudden change. She did not know what the big yellow dog did, but she was certain of one thing. The West Sea tribe general was scared out of his wits, and the Yongla tribe general seemed to have complete faith in her identity. Ancestor Qing, how should we deal with the West Sea tribe? The Yongla tribe general asked after a long while. Yi Qingtang pondered for a moment before replying. West Sea tribe general. Ancestor, I await your orders. The West Sea tribe general's body trembled as he immediately responded. Take your troops and leave. As for whether the West Sea tribe will be punished for offending me, my words carry no weight. Everything will be decided by the Demon Emperor, Yi Qingtang said expressionlessly. Demon Emperor? The West Sea tribe general was astonished. Could it be that the ancestor before him was not Demon Emperor Yongla? Originally, the West Sea tribe general had thought that Demon Emperor Yongla had once again appeared. Who else but Demon Emperor Yongla could possess such a terrifying aura? However, the West Sea tribe general realized that he was wrong. This ancestor was not Demon Emperor Yongla, but one of his followers. It was hard to imagine. A mere follower of the Demon Emperor Yongla already possessed such unparalleled, almost invincible power. What level was the true Demon Emperor Yongla at then? Meanwhile, inside the Yongla tribe, the Flying Star Academy teacher had a pained expression. He was burning with anxiety and did not know what to do. It was clear that the Yongla tribe general did not fully trust them. Now that the West Sea tribe had come knocking on their door, they were going to force them to their deaths. How could teacher Yi Qing defeat the West Sea tribe general? If they did not manage this properly, their identities would definitely be exposed by the Yongla tribe general. By then, there would be no need for the West Sea tribe to seek revenge on them. The Yongla tribe would not let them leave this place alive either. Not far away, Lu Yuanxiang and the other students were also worried, but they pretended to be calm on the surface. Before they had more time to think, Yi Qingtang and the big yellow dog returned. The Yongla tribe general followed behind Yi Qingtang respectfully. Demon Emperor, the West Sea tribe has been subdued by me and no longer dares to act rashly. I wonder how the Demon Emperor is going to deal with the West Sea tribe and their general. Yi Qingtang walked to the Flying Star Academy teacher and cupped her fists in respect. At the same time, Yi Qingtang winked at the tutor of the Flying Star Academy teacher. The West Sea tribe general has been subdued. Everyone, including the teacher, was astonished. How did Yi Qing manage to deceive the West Sea tribe general? Nevertheless, as puzzled as they were, they could not show it. The Flying Star Academy teacher said casually, "It's just a small West Sea tribe. To think you spent so much time on them." Yi Qingtang's lips twitched. It is indeed my fault for not doing my job well and wasting time. Forget it. Let's not talk about it. How do you think the West Sea tribe should be dealt with? Asked the Flying Star Academy teacher. I think that those who are ignorant are not guilty. Although the West Sea tribe was disrespectful, it was not intentional. The Demon Emperor has always been benevolent. How about we let them off this once? Yi Qingtang said. Yes, Qing. What you said is exactly what I had in mind. Considering the ignorance of the West Sea tribe, I will not pursue the matter today. If it happens again, I will eliminate one of their bloodlines. The Flying Star Academy teacher nodded as he spoke. Chapter 2483. Long Time No See, Blood Moon Elder 1. The Yongla tribe general found it a little strange. The West Sea tribe and the Yongla tribe had a deep and long-standing conflict, and the West Sea tribe had disrespected Demon Emperor Yongla. This was also the main reason why the Yongla tribe and the West Sea tribe were at odds. So to see that the Demon Emperor Yongla was not pursuing this matter. Nevertheless, even though the Yongla tribe general found it strange, he did not dare to say anything. He could only assume that Demon Emperor Yongla was benevolent and did not want to punish the West Sea tribe. A moment later, the Yongla tribe general looked at Demon Emperor Yongla and asked, Ancestor, how long will you be staying this time? I just came back to take a look, and will not stay for long. Why? Are you trying to chase me away? The Flying Star Academy teacher glanced at the Yongle tribe general. The Yongle tribe general's expression changed when he heard that. He quickly cupped his fists and said, "Ancestor, I did not mean that at all. It's just that I would like for you to stay for a longer period of time, to revive the Yongle tribe." Haha about that. The Flying Star Academy teacher glanced at Yi Qingtang. How could he revive the Yongle tribe and allow it to rise to the top again? How could he continue to deceive the other tribes and generals by tricking them? Once or twice was already considered very lucky. If this continued for a long time, things could only turn for the worst. One could only tread water for so long before drowning. You don't have to worry too much about this matter. Yi Qingtang looked at the Yongle tribe general. Yes, the Yongle tribe general replied respectfully. After seeing Yi Qingtang's skills just now, the Yongle tribe general had a deep respect for her. All the major forces will definitely know that the Demon Emperor has returned. I believe that even after the Demon Emperor leaves, the Yongle tribe will become an indestructible power, Yi Qingtang said slowly. Indeed, it's all thanks to Ancestor. The Yongle tribe general nodded. The Demon Emperor has already ordered me to return to this place, if I have the time in the future, and teach you divine skills. If you cultivate diligently, the power of the Yongle tribe will increase by several times in the future, Yi Qingtang continued. Visit Rebirth for extra chapters. Divine skills. The Yongle tribe general was taken aback when he heard Yi Qingtang's words. He did not understand what kind of divine power Ancestor Qing was referring to. Ancestor, you should know that we are able to become generals precisely because we have attained special demon skills. For example, my skill is to revive the dead. It's already extremely rare among demons. May I ask what kind of skills you are referring to? Can every demon cultivate and figure it out? The demon general asked in confusion. Revive the dead? Yi Qingtang was stunned. What kind of mystical demon ability was that? It sounded very creepy. Like this. Suddenly Mu Ziying, who had been silent all this time, flicked her finger, and a humanoid puppet flew out from the darkness. The Yongle tribe general was shocked, and instinctively stood in front of Yi Qingtang and the Flying Star Academy teacher to protect them. Don't be anxious, this is just a divine ability. Mu Ziying looked at the Yongle tribe general. This is a divine skill. The Yongle tribe general was surprised. This is too amazing. It was only now that the Yongle tribe general realized it was actually an inanimate object. However, it was so vivid and lifelike. In fact, this inanimate object could even perform some incomprehensible techniques. But I still don't quite understand. The Yongle tribe general frowned. Chapter 2484. Long time no see. Blood Moon Elder, 2. Upon hearing that, red gold flames appeared in Yi Qingtang's eyes, and a pair of wings formed on her back. In the blink of an eye, the Yongle tribe general witnessed Yi Qingtang transforming into an ancient fire phoenix. Is your true form an ancient demonic phoenix? The Yongle tribe general was terrified. Very quickly, Yi Qingtang returned to her original appearance and shook her head. This is just a simple divine ability, there's no need to be alarmed. In fact, any demon can learn it, and their combat power will increase greatly. A smile was on her face. Actually, it was impossible for a special ability like that to be activated, unless you had that particular bloodline. Yi Qingtang was merely giving an example. Even if she really wanted to teach these demons, she would never teach them a bloodline divine ability. I understand now, the Yongle tribe general mused. It's just like how Ancestor Qing defeated the West Sea tribe general with a single move. That's right. That's exactly right, said Yi Qingtang. So, Ancestor Qing, are you saying that any one of us demons can learn your divine ability and subdue the West Sea tribe general with a single move? A strange light flashed across the Yongle tribe general's eyes. Yi Qingtang, was there something wrong with the Yongle tribe general's ability to understand things? You could always learn something, but whether you could subdue the West Sea tribe general, it depended on your own innate ability. How could it be that any random demon could subdue a West Sea tribe general after learning just one move. Was there any such skill? If so, she was willing to spend 100 years of her life learning it. I'll leave it at that for now, Yi Qingtang said in exasperation. It was a simple matter, but it would take a few days and nights just to explain it to the Yongle tribe general. In that case, it was better not to dwell on this issue. All right, I understand. Thank you, Demon Emperor. Thank you, Ancestor Qing. The Yongle tribe general said excitedly. No matter what it took, he had to learn that technique. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Ancestor Feng. May I ask what your divine ability is? After a long time, the Yongle tribe general looked at Qin Feng. He was extremely curious about Qin Feng's sword. Demons never used weapons, as the best weapon for demons was their own limbs. Although there were humans and swords in this realm, the humans here only used their swords as weapons to kill their enemies. They did not use any martial art techniques or divine skills. They were very ordinary. In the eyes of the demons, they were just silly little creatures. Me, Qin Feng pointed at himself. Why was this Yongle tribe general suddenly singling him out? Yes, the human whose skin I am wearing used a similar weapon to yours, but it was just an ordinary and silly instrument. I can't help but be curious. May I humbly request you to demonstrate its use? Although he felt that this was a little disrespectful, the Yongle tribe general could not suppress his curiosity. I can do that, but I'm afraid I'll be too formidable and destroy the Yongle tribe. Qin Feng didn't hesitate to speak out. His power was not great enough. If the Yongle tribe general saw through him, their entire ploy would fail. Ancestor, you can limit your power. I just want to see how this weapon is used, said the Yongle tribe general. All right, how about this? I won't use any power. I'll only demonstrate the technique. Chapter 2485. Long time no see, Blood Moon Elder 3. Qin Feng was very relieved. In next to no time, Qin Feng stood up and walked out of the door. His right hand held the hilt of his sword lightly, while his eyes were half closed. Destroy! Qin Feng let out a soft shout, and his eyes suddenly opened wide. With a clang, the sword at his waist was unsheathed. Qin Feng soared into the sky and swung his sword. Swoosh! The place seemed to have become a kingdom of swords as shadows crisscrossed in all directions. Sword chi seemed to descend from the sky, numbering in the tens of millions. Sword intent burst forth. Qin Feng seemed to have an endless sword intent. Noon dared to look directly at him. The Yongle tribe general was speechless. In the past, he thought that this piece of metal was a useless object. Never did the Yongle tribe general imagine that it could actually create such a miraculous effect in Qin Feng's hands. General Yongle thought that if Qin Feng did not limit his strength, the number of sword light alone would be enough to instantly decimate all the demons in the Yongle tribe. Not a single one would be able to escape. And there's also me. Do you want to see my divine powers? Nangong Lai suddenly ran out. Look at my hand. The Yongle tribe general instinctively looked towards Nangong Lai's palm. In the next second, a ball of flames appeared in Nangong Lai's palm. This is the power of nature. Ancestor, you can control the power of nature? The Yongle tribe general asked in surprise. So can I look? This time, it was Lei Yin who spoke. However, before Lei Yin could finish speaking, Yi Qingtang glared at him. Had Lei Yin and Nangong Lai forgotten their current situation? Why were they still showing off in front of the Yongle tribe general? Ancestor, do you have any divine abilities? A moment later, General Yongle's gaze landed on the big yellow dog beside Yi Qingtang. In the Yongle tribe general's opinion, it must be extraordinary to be able to follow Ancestor Qing. The big yellow dog wagged its tail and looked up at the Yongle tribe general. Give me your hand. Okay. The Yongle tribe general was confused, but he still reached out his hand. Before the Yongle tribe general could react, the big yellow dog bit his hand. The Yongle tribe general, I'm a dog. This is my divine power, said the big yellow dog as it let go. The Yongle tribe general smiled awkwardly. All right, that's all for today. We will leave in a few days, but when Ancestor Qing is free, I will ask him to come back and teach you the divine arts, said the Flying Star Academy teacher. Yes, sir. The Yongla tribe general cupped his fists. Soon, Yi Qingtang returned to the room. Yi Qingtang touched the big yellow dog's tail and pulled it over. What are you doing? Don't pull my tail, otherwise I will suffer from indigestion. The big yellow dog looked at Yi Qingtang unhappily. Heavens, what did you do just now? Yi Qingtang smiled as she stroked the big yellow dog's fur. What did I do? The yellow dog was confused. Stop pretending. That West Sea tribe general. Yi Qingtang smiled. Oh, you're talking about that? No need to thank me. It's just a small matter. The big yellow dog wagged its tail. Yi Qingtang. There was no need to think too much. The reason why she had been able to subdue the West Sea tribe general was definitely because of the big yellow dog. Other than that, Yi Qingtang could not find any other reason. She really had picked up a treasure. Chapter 2486. Long Time No See, Blood Moon Elder 4. At that moment, Yi Qingtang tilted her head and pondered. What method could she use to keep the big yellow dog by her side? This dog was a great protective talisman. I'm done eating. I'm going out for a walk to digest my food and find a convenient spot to. With that, the big yellow dog ran out of the house. Yi Qingtang. Previously, Yi Qingtang was still wondering if this dog was some great god who made use of some mystical transformation technique to become a dog. But it looked like it was definitely not. It was really a dog. Yi Qingtang was speechless. Why were her skills not even comparable to a dog now? Was there still justice in this world? After all, she had lived 2 lives and was still inferior to a dog. After midnight, Yi Qingtang slowly opened her eyes. The power of the deity ocean was nearly replenished. Soon enough, she would be able to bring everyone out of her deity ocean and return to the Wailing Well. However, before this, Yi Qingtang still wanted to understand something. Ignoring the big yellow dog who was sleeping soundly nearby, Yi Qingtang stood up and walked towards the door. About half an hour later, Yi Qingtang arrived at the main hall. The Yongla tribe general had not yet retired for the night and was cultivating in the main hall. He opened his eyes when he heard the sound. Greetings, Ancestor Qing. Seeing that it was Yi Qingtang, the Yongla tribe general hurriedly stood up and cupped his fists at Yi Qingtang. At ease. Have a seat, Yi Qingtang said. I wouldn't dare. The Yongla tribe general had no intention of sitting down. Zong, what is your divine ability? Yi Qingtang asked. Revival of the dead. The Yongla tribe general replied. What do you mean? Yi Qingtang asked again. During the day, the Yongla tribe general had said that every demon general had different divine powers, so it was normal that Yi Qingtang did not know every single one of them. This was not something that she could not ask. Ancestors, in simple terms, I can bring the dead back to life, the Yongla tribe general explained. I can transfer dead souls into new vessels. Oh. Yi Qingtang's eyes flickered when she heard what the Yongla tribe general said. This Yongla tribe general actually had such a heaven-defying ability to revive the dead? However, there are a lot of restrictions. It requires the soul of the deceased. If the soul cannot be retained right at the moment of death, I cannot do anything. Even if there is a soul, if the soul is stronger than my own, I am also helpless, the Yongla tribe general added. Yi Qingtang held back her emotions and said expressionlessly, a very good ability. Can you demonstrate it once for me? Demonstrate. The Yongla tribe general was taken aback. He did not understand what Yi Qingtang meant. Ancestor, do you mean demonstrate like what Ancestor Feng did today? I don't think I can demonstrate this skill of mine. The Yongla tribe general looked troubled. He had to have a soul if he wanted to perform a demonstration. Without a soul, how could he demonstrate it? He could not possibly kill a demon, just for a demonstration. I had the clone of a powerful human previously, but the clone had an independent soul. After this clone died, I kept his soul. I need to ask him some questions. Can you help me? Yi Qingtang stared at the Yongla tribe general and smiled. A clone? The Yongla tribe general looked confused. What do you mean, Ancestor Qing? The corner of Yi Qingtang's lips twitched. She almost forgot that clones were also a kind of divine power. How would this Yongla tribe general know what clones were? He probably had never even heard of them in his life. Chapter 2487. Long time no see, Blood Moon Elder, 5. Yi Qingting did not want to talk too much about divine abilities. She would never be able to explain everything to the Yongla tribe general within such a short time, so she tried to simplify it as much as possible. You don't have to know what a clone is. Just tell me whether you can do what I asked just now. The Yongla tribe general looked at Yi Qingting with a serious expression. Ancestor, if the conditions are met, it should not be a problem. What are the conditions? Yi Qingting asked. If Ancestor has already preserved his soul, then the strength of his soul cannot be stronger than mine. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me to do it. The Yongla tribe general told Yi Qingting, after thinking for a moment. Yi Qingting was deep in thought after hearing what the Yongla tribe general said. Yi Qingting did not know how strong the soul of the Blood Moon Elder's original body was. However, the one she had was just a clone. Even if he had some soul strength, he could not possibly be stronger than the Yongla tribe general. This Blood Moon Elder clone should not be on the same level as the Yongla tribe general at all. No problem. I need to revive a soul but will definitely not force you. You don't have to worry about this, Yi Qingting promised. Alright, in that case there's no problem. We just need a vessel, the Yongla tribe general said. Vessel? For a moment there, Yi Qingting was in a dilemma. She knew what the Yongla tribe general meant by vessel. To put it bluntly, it was a new body for the soul to safely take over. But where could she find a new body? Seeing that Yi Qingting was silent for a moment, the Yongla tribe general asked Yi Qingting, "Didn't you prepare a vessel?" Yi Qingting did not deny it. She nodded and said honestly, "Indeed, I did not know that you would have such a divine ability, so I did not prepare the vessel you need. I'm afraid it's a little troublesome." "I see. There's no need for you to worry. I have quite a few vessels. I just don't know if you'll be interested," said the Yongla tribe general respectfully. Yi Qingting's interest was piqued. The Yongla tribe general actually liked collecting vessels? "Zong, what kind of vessels do you have?" Yi Qingting asked the Yongla tribe general. "Human vessels. I've collected a lot of human skins, but I don't know if you would accept them," said the Yongla tribe general. Not all demons liked human skin. Some cherished it like precious treasure, while others viewed it with contempt. From the Yongla tribe general's point of view, for a great demon like Yi Qingting, the skin of an ordinary human might not be good enough. Just one look at the human skin on Yi Qingting's body, and one could tell that it was very high grade. The skins he had collected were not as good. Yi Qingting said in all seriousness, "It's all right. As long as there's a vessel, there's no need to be picky. Then do you want to come with me to choose a vessel, or should I select one at random?" The Yongla tribe general did not dare to decide without Yi Qingting's permission. "Let me come along to take a look," Yi Qingting said. After thinking about it, it didn't seem right to ask the Yongla tribe general to just make a random selection. No matter what, it would still be the Blood Moon Elder's new body. "Ancestor, this way please." The Yongla tribe general stood to the side and made a please gesture. "No need. You can lead the way," Yi Qingting said. Chapter 2488. Long time no see, Blood Moon Elder, 6. Soon, Yi Qingting followed the Yongla tribe general to a cellar within the Yongla tribe territory. This cellar was specially used by the Yongla tribe general to keep his human skins and maintain a rather dry temperature. Many human skins were hanging on the walls of the cellar. There were both men and women, mostly youths. They looked like they were just asleep. If she didn't know any better, Yi Qingting would definitely not believe that these men and women, who looked completely unharmed, were just human skins. Yi Qingting sighed in her heart. She was no great savior. She could not even protect herself, let alone change the demon tribes and save anyone. Very quickly, Yi Qingting went forward and examined these vessels up close. She even touched them. A moment later, Yi Qingting's expression relaxed somewhat. These vessels did not belong to real humans. At the very least, They were much weaker than the humans in the outside world. They were more like the manifestation of some sort of power. Yi Qingtang always had a suspicion lingering in her mind. This realm didn't truly exist. It was only a place within the deity ocean. Everything within the deity ocean originated from the evolution of the deity ocean's power. If so, were the humans within the deity ocean truly human? Were the demons in the deity ocean truly demons? Or could it be that all of this was merely the imagination of the past master of the deity ocean? Now, this deity ocean had already become an object in her body, and was nurtured by Yi Qingtang's dantian. If she could completely control the deity ocean one day, what changes would there be? Ancestor. Seeing that Yi Qingtang was deep in thought, the Yongle tribe general could not help but call her in a soft voice. Yi Qingtang immediately snapped out of her trance and started sizing up the vessels. This won't do, too handsome. It doesn't match. Not that either. Still too handsome. Yi Qingtang realized that the vessels collected by the Yongle tribe general were extremely beautiful people. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. According to Yi Qingtang's thinking, based on the Blood Moon Elder's personality and style of doing things, he definitely would not like this type of body. An older and uglier body would suit his preferences better. After perusing the bodies for a long time, Yi Qingtang still did not find a suitable vessel. Finally, Yi Qingtang's gaze landed on a vessel at the corner. It was a middle-aged man with a mole on the left side of his face. His face looked a little fierce, and his aura was not weak. After pondering for a moment, Yi Qingtang pointed at the middle-aged man and said, "This one then." This. The Yongle tribe general was stunned and in disbelief. This vessel was his least favorite. He had been preparing to throw it out of the cellar recently. Who would have thought that the ancestor would choose this one? Ancestor, are you sure? The Yongle tribe general asked. I'm certain. This one. Yi Qingtang nodded slightly. She believed that the Blood Moon Elder would be satisfied with this. Ancestor, you have very unique tastes. This is also my favorite vessel. Look, his face is rugged and seems to have a strong aura and force. His skin is rough and seems to be full of strength. It is a rare top-grade item. The mole on his face is also very unique. The Yongle tribe general said to Yi Qingtang, after a moment of silence. Yi Qingtang smiled. That's right, I think so too. This will do. All right. The Yongle tribe general took a few steps forward and swiftly removed the vessel. Chapter 2489. Long time no see. Blood Moon Elder. 7. A moment later, the Yongle tribe general returned to the hall with Yi Qingtang and the vessel. Ancestor, the vessel is ready. Where is the soul? Can you take it out? The Yongle tribe general asked Yi Qingtang. All right. Yi Qingtang took out a purple gold gourd from her space ring. The Yongle tribe general was dumbfounded. If he was not mistaken, Yi Qingtang took out a huge gourd from her ring? She was able to retrieve an item from a small ring? The Yongle tribe general had never seen or heard of such a thing. Ancestor, did you take out this gourd from your ring just now? The Yongle tribe general could not hold back his curiosity. Yi Qingtang did not deny it, and nodded immediately. I took it out from my space ring. Why? Is there a problem? Yi Qingtang was slightly puzzled. Could it be that souls could not be placed in space rings? The Yongle tribe general became even more curious. Ancestor, you mentioned a space ring just now. What is a space ring? Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang was struck speechless, but she soon recovered. Everything in this realm was very primitive, and there was no such thing as forging divine weapons or treasures. These demons had never seen any space rings before. To the demons, these things were akin to divine powers and martial art techniques. This time, Yi Qingtang explained patiently, there's no need to be so amazed. This is a divine weapon that can store everything. It's something so wondrous. The Yongle tribe general stared in disbelief at the space ring Yi Qingtang was wearing. He asked, Ancestor, can I please ask you to demonstrate? Can my vessel also be placed inside? Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. They stored their treasures in cellars or treasure vaults. They had never thought of storing them in rings. Yi Qingtang was rather exasperated. But she was already used to his curiosity, since the Yongle tribe general had already made Qin Feng and the rest demonstrate their skills. It was not a big deal to show him the use of her space ring. Alright, let's try. Yi Qingtang tossed the vessel into her space ring. The Yongle tribe general was instantly shocked. He did not get a clear look earlier when Yi Qingtang took out the gourd. It was different now. He saw Yi Qingtang toss the vessel into her space ring. Very quickly, Yi Qingtang took out the vessel again. The Yongle tribe general exclaimed. It's said that the demon emperor entered the realm of ascension, far away from this realm. It seems like it's true. Ancestor, these heaven-defying treasures must have been brought from the realm of ascension. Yi Qingtang smiled. You can think of it this way. Chapter 2490. Long time no see. Blood Moon Elder 8. Ancestor, is what you said true? I have the chance to enter the realm of ascension too? The Yongle tribe general was in disbelief. Why? You don't believe me? Yi Qingtang glanced at the general. No, it's not that I don't believe you, but I don't believe in myself. The Yongle tribe general smiled bitterly. That was where all the ancestors were located. How could he possibly step into the realm of ascension? No need to be anxious. When the time is ripe, I will naturally bring you there to take a look. However, the most important thing now is to help me revive this soul, Yi Qingtang said. Yes, with Yi Qingtang's promise, even though the Yongle tribe general knew that it was unrealistic, he was still very excited. Very quickly, the Yongle tribe general took the gourd from Yi Qingtang's hand. After examining the gourd carefully, he could not help sighing. It was another divine artifact. This small gourd could actually contain souls. It was really unbelievable. After a few deep breaths, the Yongle tribe general opened the gourd. In an instant, a nearly ethereal purple fog seeped out. It was about to dissipate. However, a cold mist shot out from the Yongle tribe general's eyes and froze the purple mist. He then slowly led the purple mist into the container. Although the steps were simple, they took quite a bit of time. The Yongle tribe general was already drenched in sweat before he was halfway through. From this, it could be seen that it was not easy for the Yongle tribe general to execute his divine skill. He had to focus all his attention and maintain a high level of concentration at all times. If he relaxed even a little, it was very likely that he would fail, and his soul would dissipate. About 4 hours later, Ancestor, it's done. The soul you've stored has been imbued into the new vessel. The Yongle tribe general said, panting as sweat drenched all over his body. Not bad. I'll remember your great contribution. Yi Qingtang nodded. However, this new vessel did not seem to have changed much. Zong, how many times have you used this divine ability? Yi Qingtang asked curiously. Ancestor, to be honest, this is the 4th time, the Yongle tribe general replied. All of them succeeded? Yi Qingtang was surprised. It was not an exaggeration to say that such a divine ability was heaven-defying. What kind of concept was it to revive the dead? Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. No, this is the first time I've succeeded. I've failed the previous 3 times. Perhaps my luck is bad. The Yongle tribe general pondered for a moment before replying. One Yi Qingtang. Bad luck? The corners of Yi Qingtang's lips twitched. It seemed that she was really very lucky. She almost caused the Blood Moon Elder to vanish into thin air. If the process had failed, the Blood Moon Elder's soul would have dispersed, and she would not have another chance to revive him in the future. At this moment, Yi Qingtang finally realized that this Yongle tribe general was actually a complete fraud. If he had said so earlier, she would definitely not have handed over the Blood Moon Elder's soul so easily. It was a gamble. Furthermore, from the looks of it, the chances of winning were very low. He had used his divine skill 4 times, and the first 3 times had all ended in failure. What kind of lousy success rate was that? Just as Yi Qingtang was deep in thought, the middle-aged man who was lying on the ground suddenly widened his eyes in anger and shouted angrily. The Holy Lady said, with me around, you can forget about going over my dead body. With that, the middle-aged man leaped up and stared straight at the Yongle tribe general, who was the closest to him. Die! Before Yi Qingtang could react, the middle-aged man threw a punch. Bam! His punch landed squarely on the Yongle tribe general's face. The Yongle tribe general stood there unmoving, with only a slight frown on his face. Chapter 2491. Underground Demon God, 1. The Yongle tribe general did not know why the soul that the ancestor had him revive would punch him after waking up. If it was not a soul that belonged to the ancestor, he would have crushed this skin bag before it could even touch him. However, this belonged to the ancestor, so the Yongle tribe general just stood where he was without any resistance. Fortunately, the vessel was only as powerful as an ant. No matter what it did, it would not pose any threat to him. The Blood Moon Elder seemed to be caught in the memory of the moments just before he died in the first mainland. He did not comprehend his current situation at all. He only remembered that the Holy Lady had instructed him to block the path of those powerful figures from the ancient Yu clan no matter what and not let them pass. He had been by Yi Qingtang's side for so long, and she had treated him well. It was no exaggeration to say that it had been the equivalent of granting him a whole new meaning to life. Moreover, he had long treated Yi Qingtang, the Holy Lady, as the most important kin in his life. This was even though he did not have any real family, nor any children. He also did not really understand the bond of kinship. But perhaps, he and Yi Qingtang had unknowingly become family without any blood relations. This was the first time the Holy Lady had given him such a serious task. No matter what, even if he had to give up his life, he had to complete his mission. Take another punch from me, the Blood Moon Elder shouted angrily, as he punched the Yongle tribe general's face. The Yongle tribe general continued to stand there and stare quietly at the middle-aged man. My hand. The Blood Moon Elder gritted his teeth. This handsome and evil-looking man actually had such great strength and a high cultivation level. Not only was he unharmed from his full-force attack, his fist felt like it had nearly shattered. Was this still a human? Could it be possessed by a demon? How did the ancient Yu clan have such a terrifying powerful figure? Excuse me, are you done punching? The Yongle tribe general looked at the Blood Moon Elder. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. A cold glint appeared in the Blood Moon Elder's eyes when he heard what the Yongle tribe general said. So you mean to humiliate me? You are still caught in the moment right before you died. Ancestor asked me to revive you. The Yongle tribe general explained to the Blood Moon Elder. Died revive? The Blood Moon Elder had a strange expression. He did not know what this unbelievably powerful man meant. Hong Huching, stop! Yi Qingtang shouted at the Blood Moon Elder from behind. The Blood Moon Elder found this voice both very familiar and yet somewhat unfamiliar. It sounded as if it had just been ringing in his ears yesterday, but also as if he had not heard it for a long time. For a moment there, the Blood Moon Elder was dumbstruck. Turning around stiffly, the Blood Moon Elder met Yi Qingtang's gaze. You, are you the Holy Lattice older or younger brother? You look so alike. The Blood Moon Elder looked at Yi Qingtang with a strange expression. Were they twins? Yi Qingtang. Didn't the Blood Moon Elder see her in disguise as a man before? And he still could not recognize her. Ancestor, as I said before, he has been dead for too long and has just been resurrected. His memories will be slightly chaotic and mixed up. This is quite normal, the Yongle tribe general explained to Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang nodded, indicating her understanding. Chapter 2492. Underground Demon God, 2. Actually, there was no need for the Yongle tribe general to explain. It was obvious. Resurrect memory is a mess. What are you talking about? The Blood Moon Elder looked at Yongle tribe general again and frowned deeply. Did this man mean that he was dead and had been resurrected? What nonsense! Ancestor, there's something I forgot to tell you. I need to tell you now. The Yongle tribe general seemed to have remembered something. Speak, Yi Qingtang replied. Ancestor, it's like this. I don't know how powerful this person was when he was alive, but his soul is in this new vessel, and the cultivation level of this vessel is very weak. Therefore, he might need to start his cultivation from scratch again. The Yongle tribe general explained to Yi Qingtang. Yi Qingtang was not surprised by this. She knew that it was naturally impossible to preserve the Blood Moon Elder's cultivation foundation when he was alive. To put it bluntly, the Blood Moon Elder was at most only a highly skilled practitioner in the First Mainland when he was alive. In this current situation, his past powers were not even worth mentioning. It would be very easy for her to help him recover his cultivation level. Even for the Divine Lord stage, it was not difficult for Yi Qingtang. Furthermore, as long as the Blood Moon Elder's soul power could increase, he could even possess and control a powerful emperor-level body. Yi Qingtang had already had everything planned out for the Blood Moon Elder. The most important thing now was to enhance his soul power, and not his cultivation level. The Blood Moon Elder had the divine power of possession, and did not need to worry about his cultivation level. The main thing was his own soul power. Wait, I remember now. At that moment, the Blood Moon Elder's gaze landed on Yi Qingtang. This was not the Holy Lattice brother. Didn't the Holy Lady look like this when she was disguised as a man? Zong, it's been hard on you today. Oh, bring him away now. You go back and rest first. Yi Qingtang hurriedly instructed the Yongle tribe general. All right. Farewell, ancestor. The Yongle tribe general respectfully bid Yi Qingtang farewell. Follow me. Yi Qingtang turned around and looked at the Blood Moon Elder. Although the Blood Moon Elder did not know what was happening, he still followed Yi Qingtang and left the hall. Along the way, Yi Qingtang did not say anything. The Blood Moon Elder followed behind her. Although he was full of doubts, he did not ask. After a few minutes, Yi Qingtang brought the Blood Moon Elder back to her room. Initially, the big yellow dog was licking its fur in its kennel, and was about to say something when it saw Yi Qingtang enter. An extremely ugly middle-aged man followed Yi Qingtang in. The big yellow dog looked at Yi Qingtang, and the ugly middle-aged man thoughtfully. After pondering for a few seconds, it shook its fur and stood up, wagging its tail. Let me ask first. Do I need to go out for a while? The Blood Moon Elder was shocked when he heard the big yellow dog. Was he hallucinating? How could a dog talk? However, the Blood Moon Elder soon realized that he was not hallucinating. His Holy Lady had started a conversation with the big yellow dog in front of him. Yi Qingtang stared at the big yellow dog in confusion. Do you need to go out? How would I know? The big yellow dog smiled. Didn't expect that you would have such unique tastes. Yi Qingtang. Chapter 2493. Underground Demon God 3. Yi Qingtang finally understood what the big yellow dog meant when it said whether it needed to leave. When was it really just a dog? What a cheeky imp. Since it was a dog, it should be a good dog. What kind of dirty things were in its mind? Holy Lady, is this a dog? The Blood Moon Elder could no longer suppress his curiosity, and asked Yi Qingtang. What do you think? Yi Qingtang asked the Blood Moon Elder. Upon hearing that, Blood Moon Elder went forward and picked up the big yellow dog. He examined it carefully and muttered, "This is really a dog. There's nothing special about it, and it's not a demon or demonic beast." The more the Blood Moon Elder examined it, the stranger he found it. He had seen dogs before, but he had never heard of dogs speaking. This guy looks disgusting. The yellow dog was held in midair by the Blood Moon Elder. Without giving the Blood Moon Elder any time to react, it peed on his body. You dog! The Blood Moon Elder tossed the big yellow dog aside. I really am a dog. Is that a problem? The big yellow dog wagged its tail provocatively. The Blood Moon Elder asked, Holy Lady, what kind of demonic creature is this? Yi Qingtang glanced at the Blood Moon Elder. Isn't it just a dog? The Blood Moon Elder. Was this really just a dog? He had never seen such a strange dog. But even if it was a dog, why did it have to pee on him? Among humans, your looks are considered quite unique, the big yellow dog said to Blood Moon Elder. The Blood Moon Elder glared at the big yellow dog fiercely. Since when did dogs start judging people by their appearance? Moreover, although he was not considered handsome, he was tall, powerful and full of charisma. What could a dog know? Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. I'm ugly. The Blood Moon Elder instinctively looked at the ancient bronze mirror in Yi Qingtang's room. The Blood Moon Elder was stunned by the sight. A middle-aged man appeared in the ancient bronze mirror. He had a wretched appearance and a mole on the left side of his face. There was a strand of hair on the mole, and his eyelids were obviously drooping. What the hell was this? How could the person in the mirror be even considered a human? This is me. The Blood Moon Elder's pupils constricted, as though he could not accept such a cruel reality. He clearly remembered that he possessed the body of Elder Een of the ancient Yu clan in the First Mainland. Although that body was not considered handsome, it was at least considered tall, mighty and domineering. What was he now? How is it? I chose it for you. Yi Qingtang looked at the Blood Moon Elder and laughed softly. She was very satisfied with the body she chose. Ah, Holy Lady, what exactly happened? Why can't I remember anything? Where are we now? The Blood Moon Elder asked. You were killed by the ancient Yu clan in the First Mainland, but I preserved your soul. Coincidentally, Zong has the ability to revive your soul, so I helped you choose a vessel, and you were reborn. Yi Qingtang explained everything to the Blood Moon Elder. The Blood Moon Elder was shocked. He actually died a long time ago, and was resurrected by the Holy Lady. No wonder that handsome man kept on talking about death and resurrection. The Blood Moon Elder originally thought that the Yongla tribe general was speaking nonsense, but now that he heard it from Yi Qingtang herself, how could it be false? Chapter 2494. Underground Demon God 4. The Blood Moon Elder found it hard to accept the fact that he had died long ago. He was so powerful. How could he be killed so easily by the ancient Yu clan? Shouldn't he be the one who killed them instead? That was more his style. However, reality did not allow for the slightest bit of imagination. If he died, that meant he died. There was nothing more to say on the matter. Holy Lady, even so, my current body is a little. The Blood Moon Elder did not dare to continue looking at the middle-aged man in the ancient bronze mirror, and could only avert his gaze. I feel that it suits your temperament. Why? Are you not satisfied? Yi Qingtang was surprised. According to her understanding of the Blood Moon Elder, he should be very satisfied with the vessel she chose. Aye. The Blood Moon Elder stared at Yi Qingtang, his lips twitching. In the end he said, It's still alright, there's still room for improvement. Yes, as long as you like it. Yi Qingtang smiled. The Blood Moon Elder. He did not like it. But he did not dare to say it. Oh, so it's your old flame. I was just wondering. The big yellow dog said thoughtfully as it listened to the conversation between Yi Qingtang and the Blood Moon Elder. Old flame. Yi Qingtang glanced at the big yellow dog. Old acquaintance, I misspoke. No matter how bad your taste is, it's impossible to be that bad. Although I'm just a dog, I still have some understanding of the human race. The women of the human race are all like those extremely intelligent and handsome men. This thing here is definitely not something that the women of the human race would fancy, the big yellow dog said while wagging its tail. The Blood Moon Elder was enraged when he heard the big yellow dog. He wanted to refute, but felt that he was unable to dispute the dog's words. Indeed, his current body was very ugly. Even he felt that way. The Blood Moon Elder simply ignored the problem of appearance and looked at Yi Qingtang. Holy Lady, that battle. We won, Yi Qingtang said bluntly. After hearing what Yi Qingtang said, the Blood Moon Elder was completely relieved. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. Haha, Holy Lady, I knew it would be like this. Who do the ancient Yu clan think they are? Since they dared to come, they should know it was a one-way trip. It's just a pity that I was already dead at that time. It's such a pity that I did not see them kneeling and begging for mercy. The Blood Moon Elder first laughed before sighing. He had really died at the wrong time. Holy Lady, the spirit energy here is extremely dense. It shouldn't be the First Mainland, right? The Blood Moon Elder asked after a moment. Yi Qingtang did not deny it, but did not reveal the fact about her deity ocean. She just told the Blood Moon Elder about the general situation. Demon realm? Wait, Holy Lady, you've already arrived in the second domain. The Blood Moon Elder, was dumbfounded by the slew of information that Yi Qingtang had just told him. Especially after knowing that Yi Qingtang was in the second domain, the Blood Moon Elder was shocked, and even a little fearful. The second domain, wasn't that where his main body was? The Blood Moon Elder was obviously very afraid of his main body, and was unwilling to come into contact with it. We can go back sometime tomorrow. Yi Qingtang smiled at the Blood Moon Elder. Holy Lady, the spirit energy here is so abundant. Why don't we go back later? The Blood Moon Elder was a little hesitant. He did not want to go to the second domain. Once he entered the second domain, it meant that he might encounter his main body. Chapter 2495. Underground Demon God 5. The Blood Moon Elder did not want anything to do with his main body, and was unwilling to have any contact with it. After all, he knew that his main body was in the second domain. If he followed Yi Qingtang to the second domain, he might meet his main body. You're so afraid of your main body. Yi Qingtang looked at the Blood Moon Elder, and said with a faint smile. Actually, the Blood Moon Elder's main body was not that terrifying. In fact, if the people from the Temple of Paragon did not think that she was the reincarnation of the Holy Lord, she would definitely be executed as a clone. Holy Lady, of course I'm afraid. My main body will definitely kill me. When we were in the first domain, you said that even if my main body wanted to kill me, he would not waste that time and effort. Now that we are in the second domain, the situation will be different. If we meet one day, my main body will be able to kill me easily. It's no different from killing an ant. The Blood Moon Elder sighed helplessly. Moreover, even with his appearance changed, even if he had changed into a completely new body, it would be useless. Regardless of how he looked, his main body would be able to recognize him at a glance. Before Yi Qingtang could speak, the Blood Moon Elder continued. Holy Lady, I have a small suggestion. Yi Qingtang nodded slightly, and said to the Blood Moon Elder, All right, speak. I will listen. Holy Lady, why did we come to the second domain? Have you never heard of a saying that one would rather be a chicken's tail than a phoenix's head? Immediately, the big yellow dog glanced at the Blood Moon Elder, and wagged its tail. I seem to remember the saying, as one would rather be a phoenix's tail than a chicken's head? None of your business, dog. The Blood Moon Elder looked at the big yellow dog unhappily. Yi Qingtang's lips twitched. This man and dog could be brothers. Are you trying to say that you would rather be a chicken's head than a phoenix's tail? Yi Qingtang asked the Blood Moon Elder. Something like that. Who cares, the meaning is the same anyway, the Blood Moon Elder said. Yi Qingtang. Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters. How were they the same? Holy Lady, regardless, it's fine as long as you understand what I mean. Now that the ancient Yu clan has been defeated by the Holy Lady, we will definitely be invincible if we stay in the first mainland. We will not have any opponents. The Blood Moon Elder was rather agitated. Holy Lady, just imagine the scenario. What scenario? Yi Qingtang asked curiously. Invincibility. The Blood Moon Elder closed his eyes as if he had already imagined the scene. He said excitedly, Imagine a sea of people and tens of thousands of dynasties coming to pay their respects. We will be the gods of the first mainland. No, Holy Lady, you are a god and I am the messenger of the gods. We can do whatever we want, and all the resources of the first mainland will be ours. Yi Qingtang was about to say something when the big yellow dog spoke first. Your personality and face are really similar. Dog, what do you mean? The Blood Moon Elder glanced at the big yellow dog. Sigh, what a good-for-nothing. I've heard of it before. People reach for higher grounds, while water sinks to the bottom, said the yellow dog. Holy Lady, is this your pet? The Blood Moon Elder asked Yi Qingtang after a long while. In response, Yi Qingtang only shook her head. She wanted it to be, but she did not have the ability. Chapter 2496. Underground Demon God 6. Then Holy Lady, can I kill it? If not, I can throw it out too. The Blood Moon Elder was serious. He had had enough of this dog, and he hated the color yellow. Did this yellow dog really think that it was that precious just because it could speak? It's not an ordinary being. It can speak human language. Yi Qingtang smiled at the Blood Moon Elder. After hearing Yi Qingtang's words, the Blood Moon Elder was stunned and said indignantly, "So what if it knows how to speak human language? What's so strange about that? It's like who doesn't know how to bark like a dog? It can speak the human language, while I can also bark like a dog. We are even then, right?" Yi Qingtang. Had the Blood Moon Elder lost his mind after he was resurrected? However, thinking about it carefully, the Blood Moon Elder did seem to have such a personality in her memory. "Bark a couple of times for me," the big yellow dog said while wagging its tail. "Holy lady, I want to kill it," the Blood Moon Elder said. "Do as you wish. However, I cannot guarantee that the Demon Emperor can revive the soul of the same person a second time." Yi Qingtang replied, after pondering for a moment. The Blood Moon Elder was stunned by Yi Qingtang's words. What did his holy lady mean by that? Was she mocking him or doubting him? Even though he had lost his previous cultivation foundation and needed to start anew, surely his new body shouldn't be unable to defeat a dog, right? Did the holy lady mean that he might be bitten to death by this big yellow dog? Let me remind you first. I personally witnessed it killing an above Emperor level being in one strike. Yi Qingtang smiled. Above Emperor what? The Blood Moon Elder's mind went blank. What did the holy lady say just now? Above Emperor level, Yi Qingtang repeated. In fact, it was not the Blood Moon Elder's fault for being stunned. The Divine Lord stage was already beyond the Blood Moon Elder's reach now. As for the above Emperor level, the Blood Moon Elder probably did not even dare to think about it. After a long while, the Blood Moon Elder pointed at the big yellow dog. Holy lady, look at the color of its fur. What about it? Yi Qingtang was baffled. Was there a problem with this yellow fur? Holy lady, this is my favorite color. Have you forgotten? No wonder I felt so close to it the moment I saw it. The Blood Moon Elder said hurriedly. Yi Qingtang. This was indeed the Blood Moon Elder she remembered. There was no mistake. Look at this fur. It's so thick, soft, and smooth. With this appearance, it's simply a dog, no, a canine god. A divine canine god. The Blood Moon Elder clicked his tongue. Yi Qingtang wanted to agree, but after taking a look at the big yellow dog, she really could not speak against her conscience. What are you afraid of? If we really fight, I might not be able to defeat you. The big yellow dog wagged its tail at the Blood Moon Elder. Fight? The Blood Moon Elder was shocked. Oh my god, what are you talking about? I love dogs. I have a well-known nickname in the first domain. Bootlicker? Yi Qingtang instinctively piped up. The Blood Moon Sect Elder. No, and more or less. As long as you're happy, holy lady. The Blood Moon Elder looked a little awkward. The holy lady really liked to undermine him. Brother Canine, if you don't mind, we can be sworn brothers from now on. I am your human brother, and you are my canine brother. I can also be your little human brother, while you are my elder canine brother. How about that? The big yellow dog wagged its tail. No thanks. Chapter 2497. Underground Demon God 7. The big yellow dog's words of contempt seemed to have instantly thrown the Blood Moon Elder into a bottomless abyss. He could not believe that not only was his strength inferior to a dog, but he was also looked down upon by a dog. What was the point of his life? He was begging to be sworn brothers with a dog, and had only been rejected. No one would believe him even if he told them. I won't force you if you don't want to go to the second domain. Yi Qingtang said without giving the Blood Moon Elder a chance to continue talking nonsense with the big yellow dog. The Blood Moon Elder was slightly stunned, and did not understand what Yi Qingtang meant. The second domain is different from the first domain. There are many unknowns, and it is even more dangerous. You have already died for me once, and I do not wish that to happen a second time. Yi Qingtang said after pondering for a moment. Yi Qingtang was speaking the truth, especially given the current state of the Blood Moon Elder. He could not even protect himself in the second domain. In fact, it was not just the Blood Moon Elder. She was the same as well. Even she could not guarantee her own safety in the second domain. Holy Lady! The Blood Moon Elder gritted his teeth. Yi Qingtang looked at the Blood Moon Elder thoughtfully. Actually, you are right. In the first domain, you can do whatever you want, but in the second domain, you will meet with all kinds of unknown dangers. You have been by my side for so long, and I know how loyal you are to me. Let's do this. I can help you improve your skills, and then send you back to the first domain. The reason why Yi Qingtang chose this body for the Blood Moon Elder was mainly that the potential of this body was not bad, and it was tainted with a lot of demon aura. The absorption speed of a body with an extremely strong demon aura would be many times faster than an ordinary person. Yi Qingtang could refine some elixirs that could increase his cultivation level rapidly. The Yongla tribe general must have spent a long time with it, which was why this vessel was tainted with his demon aura. This was one of the main reasons why Yi Qingtang chose this body for the Blood Moon Elder. Holy Lady, I'm not going back. I'll follow you wherever you go. I'll be worried about you all alone in the second domain. Although my skills may not be good, at least I can understand some of the situation in the second domain through my main body. After a long while, the Blood Moon Elder looked at Yi Qingtang and finally made up his mind. Just as Yi Qingtang said, he had been by Yi Qingtang's side for a long time. If they separated this time, and he returned to the first domain, it would be meaningless even if he could call the wind and summon the rain. He might as well follow the Holy Lady to the second domain. Although it was filled with unknown dangers, there were also unimaginable opportunities. Perhaps one day, he might be able to stand on equal footing with the main body, or even surpass it. Is this your decision? Yi Qingtang looked at the Blood Moon Elder. I don't want to force you. Holy Lady, this is my final decision. Actually, I am already sick of the first domain. The Blood Moon Elder smiled. All right, prepare yourself then. Well, leave at dawn, Yi Qingtang said. Holy Lady, I don't think I have anything to prepare. The Blood Moon Elder looked around. He had only been resurrected 4 hours ago. What could he prepare? What first domain and second domain are you talking about? It's so complicated, I don't understand it at all. The big yellow dog yawned. Yi Qingtang looked at the big yellow dog meaningfully. It did not even know about the domains. Chapter 2498. Underground Demon God. 8. The next morning, the demons inside the deity ocean space were all shocked. In this space where the Yongla tribe had almost no presence at all, their legendary Yongla demon emperor had appeared once again. Just the previous day, the Shihai tribe had started a battle with the Yongla tribe general. The Shihai tribe general had surrounded the Yongla tribe general tribe with his people. But something unexpected had happened. According to one of their scouts, a single person from the Yongla tribe had defeated the Shihai tribe general in one move, making him kneel and beg for mercy. At this moment, above the mountains that the Yongla tribe occupied, many great generals were flying on their demon birds to take a look. Even though many demons had passed by, they found that the information brought back by their scouts was surprisingly consistent, which was that the Shihai tribe had indeed been defeated in one move. According to the scouts, the Shihai tribe general had even begged the demon emperor for mercy. But without seeing it for themselves, they still had their doubts. The Sky Phoenix tribe general would like to meet the Yongla tribe demon emperor. One of the great generals spoke up. After a long while, a demon walked out from the Yongla tribe and shouted into the sky. The demon emperor has left this space with the other ancestors, and we do not know when he will be back. Please return. With that, the demon passing on the message glanced briefly at the great general in the sky, and walked back into their abode. Seeing this, the great generals exchanged glances in surprise. The Yongla tribe they were seeing now was vastly different from how they were like in the past. All these great generals had come to this place, but not only had they not seen the demon emperor, they had not caught a glance of the Yongla tribe general as well. Even the small demons were looking down on them. From what my scout said, the Yongla demon emperor didn't even make an appearance. Everything was handled by the other ancestors. The Shihai tribe general was almost killed by one of them. Look at the Yongla tribe's attitude towards us now. I don't think it's false. My scout would never lie as well. At this moment, Yi Qingtang had already brought the rest of them back. We're finally back, Lei Yan said with a laugh, as he looked at the entrance of the Wailing Well. What are you this happy about? Mu Ziying looked at him. They had just escaped a dire situation only to be faced with more danger. At least they were safe temporarily in the demon's space. But now that they were back at the Wailing Well, that may not be the case. I'd rather be back, the Flying Star Academy teacher said with a sigh. In the demon's space, he had to pretend to be the demon emperor every day. Just one mistake would cause them to be discovered, and the demons would flay them alive. We were pretty lucky. At this moment, Yi Qingtang looked at the ice ocean as her lips curled into a smile. This was the land of magic, and the exit was below the ice ocean. She quickly spoke up. This is the exit for the Wailing Well. Huh? Lu Yuanxiang looked at the ice ocean a distance away. This was the exit. All of you go down first, Yi Qingtang said. Teacher Yi, you're not joking? The Flying Star Academy teacher said with a frown. They could feel the might of the ice from where they were. They weren't going to freeze to death after going down, but would suffer heavy injuries. Chapter 2499. Underground Demon God, 9. Yi Qingtang glanced at the Flying Star Academy teacher and said, When I accidentally used the space technique before, I was brought to this place and found the exit there. Why didn't teacher Yi leave then? Lu Yuanxiang looked strangely at her. Why did she choose not to leave if she knew where the exit was? Hearing his words, Yi Qingtang smiled gently and said, Would you still be able to see this exit if I had left? They were all rendered speechless. Yi Qing knew where the exit was, but did not leave for the sole reason that he wanted to leave this godforsaken place together. The Flying Star Academy teacher chuckled. Well, I did say that teacher Yi was a great person. Even in such dire circumstances, he was thinking of us. Since teacher Yi says that this is the exit, what are we still waiting for? Let's go, he said. Boss, thank you, Mu Ziying said softly after a moment. She knew that Yi Qing could have left whenever he wanted, but didn't do so because of them. Let's go. We'll talk more when we're out, Yi Qingtang said as she smiled at Mu Ziying. They quickly reached the edge of the ice ocean. They could feel the might of the ice all around them. Yi Qingtang would never have been able to see that this was an illusion, if she didn't already know it was. What a strong illusion! It's so realistic that he can't even see it clearly for what it is. How strange! Qin Feng frowned as he looked at his surroundings. I can't see it clearly as well, the Blood Moon Elder said softly. Regarding the Blood Moon Elder, they already knew that he was Yi Qing's friend. They also knew that the Yongla tribe general had the power to recover souls, and they had used their status as ancestors to make him bring the Blood Moon Elder back to life. The people who set up this illusion must have been extraordinary. It is something we cannot even fathom, said Lu Yuanxiang. Even Yi Qingtang was feeling the same way. The person behind the Wailing Well possessed great power, and was not comparable to ordinary people at all. As for what his motives were, Yi Qingtang did not know them, and had no intention of finding out. Once we are out of this place, we have to make sure to investigate everyone and find out more about those behind this. Universe City must have some connection to this. The Flying Star Academy was extremely angry. This was a great embarrassment to the universities. Let's leave this place first. Let me go first. Qin Feng kept his sword and took big steps forward. Under their gaze, he entered the ice ocean, and a faint light enveloped him. It really is the exit, the Flying Star Academy teacher said excitedly. With that, he followed Qin Feng into the ice ocean. At the same time, in the space above the Wailing Well, if you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website. My thanks. An elder holding a golden book suddenly opened his eyes, and his sharp gaze swept downwards. So they're still alive, he said as his eyes flashed coldly. What's the matter? I felt it just now that they should all be dead. How could there still be people alive? It's impossible, another elder from afar said with a frown. Chapter 2500. Underground Demon God 10. Above the Wailing Well was a group of elders. They were standing everywhere, with a huge altar in the center of them, as though they were holding an unknown ceremony. There shouldn't be anyone still alive. There must be a mistake, the elder holding the golden book said. Even though we have collected enough young blood, it is an insult to us for anyone to be left alive. We have to make sure that they do not get out no matter what. One of the elders said coldly. It doesn't matter. Now that we have collected enough young blood, we can close the exit. Let's close it first, then we can speak more, the elder holding the golden book said. At that moment, near the ice ocean, the big yellow dog was wagging its tail and looking up at the sky. After a long while it said, "What are those old men doing? They even have an altar there, and are muttering something." As soon as the big yellow dog said that, everyone froze. There were people above them. Everyone looked up, but did not see the people that the big yellow dog was referring to. Hold on, I think they're saying that they are closing the exit, the big yellow dog said as it scratched its head with its paw. Where are the people? Lei Yan's face was filled with curiosity. Why could the dog see them and not him? Yi Qingtang observed for a long time, but could not see anyone as well. But she did not doubt the big yellow dog's words at all. They are saying that they are going to close the exit. She seemed to be thinking of something, and her expression changed slightly. The big yellow dog nodded and said, "That's right. Not only are they saying that they want to close the exit, they also want you all dead. I'm only a dog, so I don't think I'm a part of their calculations. We need to leave immediately," Yi Qingtang shouted without another second of hesitation. They would be in grave danger if the exit was closed. But just as she said that, the ice ocean started melting right in front of their eyes. They had no idea what this meant, but they all had a bad feeling about it. "I think the exit will be completely closed once the ice ocean melts," the big yellow dog said. Quickly, Yi Qingtang frowned deeply, not caring about anything else. "Boss, you leave first," Nangonglai said hurriedly. "Visit Rietal. Me for extra chapters." "Rubbish, you all go first. I have the space technique, so even if I can't leave, they won't be able to get to me," Yi Qingtang said. "All right." Nangonglai nodded and quickly entered the ice ocean. They all knew that Yi Qing had the space technique. And rather than argue about who to go first, they should stop wasting time and make sure that everyone could leave. The ice ocean was made from magic, and in reality, the exit was small, and only one person could leave at any one time. In the span of just a few breaths, the ice ocean had shrunk to half its size. Without wasting any more time, they left in an orderly manner without fighting for the exit. "Quick, it's about to close completely." Yi Qingtang watched as the ice ocean was about to completely melt away. "Boss, let's leave together." Yun Chun looked at Yi Qing, not wanting to leave him behind. "What nonsense are you speaking?" Without giving him a chance to say anything else, Yi Qingtang kicked Yun Chun into the ice ocean. Just as Yun Chun was kicked into the ice ocean, it completely melted, with no signs of there ever being an exit. Chapter 2501. Underground Demon God 11. Seeing that everyone had already left, Yi Qingtang sighed with relief. They had just made it. They would be in great danger if they hadn't. But she suddenly saw something out of the corners of her eyes. The Blood Moon Elder was staring at her in surprise. "What are you still doing here?" She looked at him and frowned. Why was he still here? "Holy Lady, where should I be if not here?" He was confused and wasn't sure what just happened, including where he currently was. "Why didn't you leave with them?" she asked. "Holy Lady, not only do I not know them, I want to stay with you. Why would I follow them?" The Blood Moon Elder said as matter-of-factly. The corners of Yi Qingtang's mouth twitched. She wanted to refute him, but had no idea what to say. I got squeezed out just now, or I would already have left," the big yellow dog said unhappily. Hearing its words, Yi Qingtang smiled and said, "Big yellow dog, you can't leave. What am I supposed to do if you leave?" "Me," the big yellow dog said as it looked at Yi Qingtang. "I hope you're not thinking that I can help you deal with these human elders. I believe in you. You will be able to do it," she said. The big yellow dog said, "You might believe in me, but I don't believe in myself. I think we should run away. They already sealed the exit and want to kill us. No, if I continue to follow you, will they not spare me as well?" "I think that's possible," the Blood Moon Elder said as he nodded. "Big yellow dog, what did you say the elders were doing?" Yi Qingtang asked. The big yellow dog wagged his tail and looked upwards at the sky again. "There seems to be a huge altar with the elders surrounding it, and they look like they are doing a ceremony. One of them is looking at us. He says that a dog is looking at them," the big yellow dog said. Yi Qingtang was speechless. There was no need for it to say that last part. Visit Me for extra chapters. He's also saying that his lord is returning to that world soon, and that the person in the Temple of Paragon should already be dead, so it's the best time to destroy it. The big yellow dog continued. But the information it was telling her this time was extremely important. Apart from the mention of the mysterious person they wanted to revive, they also mentioned the Temple of Paragon. Yi Qingtang pondered this, and gradually realized the plot they had for the Wailing Well. They were the ones behind it all in Universe City. The Wailing Well required fresh blood, so they had used the martial arts competition to transport people from various colleges into the Wailing Well. It seemed like they were also merely nourishment. "Holy Lady, why do I feel that this is a huge matter?" the Blood Moon Elder said as he looked at her. Even though he wasn't sure what exactly was happening, he could tell from their actions that this was a huge matter. Yi Qingtang didn't explain anything, and merely looked up at the sky, lost in thought. The elder that the big yellow dog was talking about had not appeared to care about finishing them off, which likely meant that they had more pressing concerns. Go. Yi Qingtang didn't even turn back. She had to seize this opportunity to save herself. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.